back, everybody. If you're still there, I think we lost some people.
I have to go rejoin. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Is it back up?
Getting some viewers back. Sorry, everybody. Gene was over here pulling on wires.
Something crashed. Sorry about that all. Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. Had another technical issue. Hopefully, it's the last of them. Trying to get the fire to work, and all of a sudden, the whole thing went down. So we're up 2-0 for Travis and Bo. We've got Charlie at the table. Charlie and Dennis are picking away at solids here. Off. Or maybe it's something that I didn't see that Dennis was looking at. But now we've got Bo back at the table. He had a heck of a shot previous rack, cutting a 1-ball down the rail to set up Travis for pretty straightforward 8-ball on the side. Looking at the stripes landscape here. Looks like the 12 and the 10 are the only kind of clear shots. Let's see what he opts for here. All right, they have called a timeout. Friendly reminder, each team gets 1 timeout per rack. And it's the shooter that needs to be the one calling the timeout. I kind of want to test the fire button. Also don't want to crash the whole system again.
What happened?
I think we're good. I was just telling them I think I want to try the fire button, but I'm almost afraid to.
Press the fire button, get yourself fired.
All right, I had to try it.
Okay, push it. Did it work?
It worked.
Good job. Little fire for Eugene.
How about right there? Look at this.
Look at that.
We're in business.
Okay.
Nothing crashed. All right, so Bo and Travis have talked it out. They're looking at a stripe pattern. It looks like they've opted to go ahead and start with the bank.
Wow.
Oh, great try by Bo. Came just a little short. Really good try. We've got Charlie coming back to the table. They're on solids. I mean, I think opening shot there is the 2, but afterwards there's some player's choice, right, in terms of the pattern. But what are you seeing, Scooter?
I like the 2.
He went down to the 7.
Got a little bit of
Nick off the 10.
point of the side pocket, kind of. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So to me, of course, you gotta be looking at the 6 ball.
Yeah, and I think there's an opportunity. If you're going for the 6 off the 7, you just got to clear that 10.
Yeah. To me, you want to kind of be.
Oh, he went behind it.
I don't know if that's gonna do it.
Not sure if.
You can still make the 6, I suppose, but now things are gonna get really strange.
Yeah, we're real close there. I don't think a jump to the 3 is a viable option.
No.
You see Charlie lining up that cut to the bottom left-hand corner here on the screen.
To me, the cue ball's going to knock this 8 ball.
Yeah, it is going to nick it. He is digging in.
No, he did not. I nails it.
No reward. He uses draw to try to avoid contact with the 8, but it opened it up, goes off the rail, kicks into the corner pocket. What an unlucky roll. So now, leading 2-0, Travis and Bo have ball in hand with Travis shooting here.
Wide open rack, it looks like. I don't see any problems.
Yeah.
Take care of the 14
yeah,
ball.
like that.
Makes sense. Got Travis shooting it like that. I'm just going to push this down kind of towards. I would suspect he's going to push that down to where his man's got some options. There,
yeah,
right?
So maybe just center table-ish. So he's got side pocket, maybe the 10 in the corner. Unless he wants to really just target a clear next shot.
It is. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Both sides pockets, I guess.
Yeah, to me, I think at 15, the ball on the right is a little bit easier. You don't want to.
Yeah, but it almost been better if he. Let me see this thing. Bo does a good job of drawing that back. So it looks like we're going to just see 10, 13, and then some order of the 14, 15 there. I'm sorry, the 12, 15.
I mean, to me, one thing you want to be looking at here is, just because the shot's pretty simple, the angle's pretty simple, but you got to be looking at your ability to keep your man off the cue ball,
right?
Or keep cue ball, not keep having to jack up and stuff.
And this makes it a pretty straightforward shot, going for that 12 before the 15.
Yeah.
To your point, just not putting him into an awkward situation. You're seeing
right.
Oh wow! Rattles it as he tries to stun it off the rail. Uncharacteristic miss, I would say.
Yeah, that's a surprise. I don't think.
Yeah, Dennis. Tomorrow, Saturday, Scooter confirming it's a 10:50 tomorrow. Correct? A 10:50 cap. Tournament
right.
tomorrow.
I'll double check it.
Yep. Dennis and Charlie with a great opportunity here.
Big opportunity, really.
3-0 versus a 2-1.
So they got okay here.
Yeah, what Charlie's got to think about is there's an ideal place, but you got to also understand that this 8 ball goes into 5 pockets. Oh, and it's lined up for the 1 pocket. So you've got either a pretty steep cut. I think that's the option that we're going to see Dennis going for here. I don't see any.
Yeah, there's not really a bank there.
With the 15.
I think he still shoots side.
Cue ball crossing over.
Just made that shot a lot tougher. The other thing is too, with that much of a cut, you got to really turn that cue ball loose, and that's a little. Yep, tomorrow's 10:50 combined.
All right, confirmed. 10:50. Andrew's asking Buxton if he's got a partner for the 10:50 tomorrow. Oh, look at this cut. It. No way. He overcuts it.
Wow.
That was 89.99 degrees that he cut that thing. What a great try by Dennis. The last thing I think anyone expected was an overcut.
All right.
And now they've got Bo and Travis have got a second life.
This to me is the shot right here. You hit this real easy. You know, try not to control your object ball here a little bit, because if you can leave that real easy for your man, I mean, this is the shot.
Yeah, you're really concerned about where that 15's going. Oh, that worked out. All right, so Travis, though, he's got a challenging shot here. We're talking about a cut down the rail. I don't see him going for the cross corners.
No,
right? He's cutting this thing down the rail.
I think you just gotta, resolve yourself to the fact that that's where you gotta shoot it.
Yep, it's gonna go back and forth a couple times, the cue ball, but I don't think there's any place the cue ball is gonna land that, aside from a pocket, that's gonna be trouble.
Yeah, you pretty much make that 8-ball, I would dare say, anywhere.
Yeah.
Minus some weird.
We all know Travis to make tough shots. See how he does here. Just a little thick.
Does not.
And they concede the rack. We've got Charlie and Dennis on the board. 2-1. I mean, obviously Travis more than capable of making that shot, but I think we can all agree that's absolutely not a gimme by any means. It's a very missable shot. Tough cut. Maybe a little nerves. Who knows? Take a second for the scoreboard update, but we've got Travis and Bo leading 2-1 versus Charlie and Dennis. And we've got Dennis breaking off here. Oh, that's a good snap. 9-ball gets kicked in. Oh, man, what a break. Holy break by Dennis. I mean, you see, folks do this a lot, Scooter, where, you get 2-3 stripes and they kind of gravitate towards stripes. But, another way to look at it is you've got less stripes in the way if you like your solid pattern, right?
That's a good point. I don't know.
As far as openers, right? I think that 2-ball is probably the only real cupcake, right? Or is that the 2 or the 4? Yeah, the 4-ball is by the side pocket, excuse me. So it looks like that's what Charlie's going for. I don't mind that call. And again, even though a few stripes went down, that just means there's less obstacles for the team going for a solids pattern. Looks like Dennis is looking at the 2-ball here.
But I hate to be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Because they're super sensitive to it or whatever.
It's the 7-ball that they're going to have to be thinking about. Really, you probably only option is either getting on the short side or getting real straight. On the long side, might be able to get there now. Looks like that's what he was trying to do. And wow, puts a ton of inside. Obviously makes pocketing the ball, adds some complexity there. A ton of left English, grabs on that rail, goes straight into the side pocket.
It crashed.
Yeah, we've got some folks checking in. Our friend Tony is actually off in Vegas with his team. With Larry, Palm, Chisholm, James, looking to make it 3 in a row. I think they're tuning in as well, and they're just making sure everything's okay with the technical issues we're running through.
Redo it.
Oh.
Well, maybe YouTube too, probably, yeah.
I don't know if that was looks like it was maybe a defensive shot, or was that a miscue maybe? I looking at Bo's reaction, a little frustrated. Obviously wasn't what he was intending. I think it might have been a miscue because he was off quite a bit there.
Okay.
All right, Dennis back at the table.
Are any of you guys on YouTube out there? Are you guys getting? I guess maybe not, because we're probably looking at heard some issues or maybe happening with the YouTube stream. So
All right, we got Travis back at the table. Cuts that in. I think he wanted to either a little bit more or a little bit less speed on that, but this is something that Bo can. Gamer God 2K, thanks for the feedback. I'll find on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, just earlier we had some audio issues, and then we had a system crash. So sorry for the technical issues, and thanks all for the feedback. We got Bo at the table looking to cut this 15 ball. Tough thing about this is it's a little bit of a cut. Okay, so he went to actually make contact, disrupt things a little bit, and that actually worked out because Travis got a sight on the 14 and almost a natural leave on that 12. This looks like it's gonna work out nicely. See Travis, he actually put a little bit of inside and tried to get his man close to his work. Worked out great. Really, you just need to just focus on pocketing this ball. Let's not do anything too wacky with the cue ball. Facebook is froze and all the chat has disappeared from YouTube. Bob, appreciate the feedback. So we've got a Facebook streaming issue that's being reported now. Thank you, Bob, for the feedback. Is anyone on Facebook watching the stream? If it's in fact frozen, we might not be getting an answer to that question. All right, 3-1. Travis and Bo up. You know, they're switching it up. We've got Bo breaking at this point, with Travis taking the opener. They've got balls down, or a ball down.
another one of these.
Let's see what he's looking at here. He does have. Thanks, Adam Nicholson. Appreciate that. Fine on Facebook. Okay, great. Danielle, thank you. Both Danielles, thank you. Oh, yes, it is Friday night. It is Friday, my dudes. Travis taking his time, obviously. The opening shot's so important. Looks like he is honing in on solids. I think he's eyeballing that 6 ball there. That's the pattern that he sees. 6 ball's the one he wants to turn. Probably going to see him just roll it and leave it for the 1, I think is what he's thinking. Oh, he won it? Okay, so he did make contact, free up that 8 ball. That's some good forward thinking. Gets the blocker out of the way of the 8. Oh, wraps around. I think it was maybe a little more left than he wanted to. I think maybe he was aiming more towards the second center of the pocket. Looks like Travis got some options, though. They're cut on the 7, which looks like that's what he's going for here. Nudges the 5. Cue ball. Oh, kisses off the 5 and into the pocket. An opportunity for Dennis and Charlie. Dennis coming up here to shoot. Shooting on stripes. Trying to close this gap as they are down 1-3. I know he's considering the 10 ball is an issue, but really it's that 13 ball. There you go. I think really it's the 13 ball you want to address first. And every player is going to have potentially a different picture or a pattern in their head. All right. Dennis calls timeout. Again, the shooter can call timeout. They're using, if you can see on the bottom right there, an hourglass. It is limited to a 1-minute timeout. And really, it's just making sure that they're both aligned on the pattern in the what-if scenarios. What if we come too long or too short? And I think what they talked about was, yeah, we can address the 13, but there's nothing wrong with hitting that 9 first to get to the 13. The 9 also had some complexity to it with where it was against the rail and by that 3 ball. Just got a text from our friend Adam King. He should be here shortly. He's just finishing up a pull lesson. He's going to be joining us in the booth here shortly. We've got Tony out of town going for a three-peat with his team out in Vegas. All right, looks like this should be got some potential to get out here. Looks like Dennis wanted to go for the 10 next. Set up Charlie for the 10. You might see Charlie using this 5 ball to stop the cue. That just works fine too. One tough thing is you're going to have a stretch over the table while bridging over the 4. And you've got this last stripe there. It pretty much goes into any pocket. So let's see what he has in mind in terms of cue ball shape here. I like just kind of stunning it 2 rails and putting it for the bottom right corner here for the 12, but let's see what he does. Looks like he's going forward with it. That'll do. That'll do. That is some natural angle towards the 8. Might be some contact with the 2, but I think he could, let's see. Let's see. I think you could just roll it forward there. And just for those who are tuning in, we're about 15 minutes for the second match on table 2 between Trevor Seal and Dylan Jennings going up against Dan Price and Chris Mary. That's going to be a good one too, so we'll kind of get into split screen mode. Meanwhile, we got Dennis on the 8. Table 1 drills it. We've got a 3-2. Nice shot, Dennis. Good out, Charlie and Dennis.
Are you good? Sorry, I can't spend a lot of time here with you. I got
Oh, no.
Nah.
All right. We've got Dan and Chris and Trevor and Dylan out there. They're getting some shots in, warming up. That's going to start in about 15 minutes for table 2, the second match. It's going to be about a 7 o'clock start time for table 2. Dennis to break. Last break, he had a whopper. I think he pocketed 3 balls in the last break and does manage to get the 10 ball down. Ball down. I could probably see them sticking to stripes. I think what makes solids kind of unattractive is kind of that 5 ball. Someone remind me in chat. I can't remember where Dennis and Charlie are from, where they play out of. I've seen them around, but I don't think they're local to Aurora, or at least this kind of local scene. But I could be wrong. All right, looks like they're just gonna have to just figure out: are they gonna line themselves up for that 11-13 combo? I think that's the bigger window that's open. See, that's what Dennis is lining up here versus trying to get too cute, and might be a stop shot on that 15 or a stun shot to just cut the 13 in, but I think that there's a better margin of error just kind of going for that open window for that combo. Dennis plays out of Littleton. Thank you. Okay, so local. Yeah, looks like that's plenty good position. Charlie. Good speed, controls both the object and the cue ball. And it looks like we've got a potential break and run here. Don't want to jinx it. To tie it up. That'd be huge. Just don't want to go too crazy with this cue ball speed. Controls that nicely. Charlie looking to make this a tie game with Dennis on a break and run here. What a response. Look at that. Tie game with a break and run by Charlie and Dennis. Well played, gentlemen. Nicely played. Tie game. About 12 minutes away from table 2 spinning up. Second match, we've got Trevor Seal and Dylan Jennings up against Dan Price and Chris Mary. That's going to be a good one, too. We'll get the split screen up going. You got them just warming up over there. Getting some strokes in. What a response by Dennis and Charlie with that break and run to tie the game. All right, back to the action. Oh, good pop by Dennis. He's had some good success, but and pockets a ball. The last 3 breaks that Dennis has broken, he's gotten a ball pocketed, and actually 2 breaks ago, I think he had 3, I believe it was 3 stripes pocketed. Got a little bit of a cluster here on the bottom right. Got a little bit of a cluster kind of top center. Tries taking a look. Sides on the solids as the opener. Gosh, I wonder if Dennis has got an opportunity to use that 2 to jostle that 3 out. He's looking at it. He's looking at cutting that 2 in, seeing if he could disrupt that 3-ball situation. So he's going to talk it out. Dennis has called timeout, talk it out with Charlie. Meanwhile, we've got Trevor Seal at table 2, just getting his strokes in. So they're all taking their rounds to get warmed up. We're about to start in about 10 minutes for table 2 for the second match. That's going to be a good one, too. All right. It looks like we're going to see this 3-ball being addressed here, using the 2-ball on the side. I think the speed kind of gave it a little bit more stun angle off of that too. But still, I think that'll do. I think they've got a good look on that 3. So mission accomplished from that point. I think we've got Charlie here with a tough. He is calling the 4-ball on the side. Looks like I don't think his. Yeah, he does. He's needing to bridge over a little bit. Doesn't see the full cue ball, and he put some gusto on that. Now we've got Travis Thorson back at the table. Travis and Bo, they've been sitting for a little bit with Dennis and Charlie responding with a break and run after clearing out that other rack. All right, just got word from the players on table 2. They're ready to go. So, table 2, Trevor Seal, Dylan Jennings versus Dan Price and Chris Mary. Looks like they're going to be lagging for the break. While we wait for the lag, back on table 1, Travis does a good job pocketing the ball, getting some separations on that strike cluster that was down there. Of all people that's sitting in front of the booth right now, it's Tyler Andrews, and I could watch a movie on this dude's back. This guy's blocking 3/4 of PIAZZA'S right now. Oh gosh, Bo got a lot of roll off that shot. Looks like we did get a lag off, and Dan and Chris have won the lag and are up to break. Our second round match about to kick off there on table 2. Meanwhile, on table 1, we've got Travis back at the table. That shot that Bo hit just went a little bit long, kind of leaked more than he intended. Now we're hooked behind the 5. 15's hooked behind the 6. The 9-ball's hooked behind the 8. And we're looking at a kick shot call from Travis on the 15 ball. Make the contact. Look at that leave. Look at that leave. I think there's a clear view on the 6, but I don't think it's a gimme. I don't see Dennis potentially looking at that cut. It's going to take a minute here. All right, and table 2 is ready to break off. Dennis was thinking all defense, and that would have done that. That did the job. And we've got Chris Mary breaking off on table 2.
There we go.
Looks like it ended up dry for Chris. We've got Bo back at the table on table 1. Good defensive shot by Dennis, not giving anything away. I think Bo does have some options here to also play something defensively. Meanwhile, on table 2, on the left, we've got Trevor Seal up.
Interesting how Trevor's playing. He plays a lot of big table. Plays pretty good
Yep.
on the big tables.
If you're over at Parker Billiards, you'll see him and his family out there shooting. Trevor on table 2 opts to kick things off with a solid shot. And now we've got Dylan Jennings up at the table. Meanwhile, on table 1, Bo and Travis are going to talk about it. And it looks like Travis is instructing a defensive shot. To just kind of, I think he's nicking off the 12 and just hugging up behind that 14-3 potentially. I think that might have been what he called. Oh, no, he went for a little bit. He went for a little gas there. Actually, might have ended up okay, but I think Charlie's got a good look on that 5 ball. Trevor back at the table, sinks the 3 on table 2.
14 ball to help with his position, look like.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a nice shot.
Great shot,
Nice
by Charlie. You know, with that 15 is on that 4 ball, just making sure that he's going to go ahead and just cut that and address that in now. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah, he is thinking about it. I think you can get down to get a good, okay angle on the side for the 4 later on, but he might see enough of a problem to try and address it now. It's just a very awkward cut.
Doesn't seem like it's that big of a problem when you have to address it right now.
Right.
You play the 3, try to get a good angle on the 6 to get back there for the 4.
Mm-hmm. I think
He's still looking at it. He still likes that 4 ball.
yeah, he still likes to cut. Meanwhile, Trevor, I think he was trying to do something with that 1. Don't know if Dylan's got a look on that 3.
Made it.
He does. Oh,
Made it.
Dennis
Got real
cuts
good
that
too.
4.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that leave. You know, you've got to really picture him just drawing this thing back. Look at that draw. Look at that shot by Charlie.
Now here it looks like a challenge to me now is, they got to get on the certain side of the 8 ball here. You can't just play this where it wants to go.
Great call. Yeah, you've got.
So now you could play this. I can't see the angle great, but you could play the cue ball. Play the 6 ball. Play more of a center ball, so you play into the other long rail and then back. It's tough. You got to feel like got a pretty good feel for it because that side pocket does loom large there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to go forward at all. He's going to go ahead and try to go back, but you got to also keep that side pocket in mind.
I think forward you got lots of.
Yeah.
They go right around that 14 ball.
Just get careful of that side pocket.
Looks like he's gonna kind of go.
Oh, whoa, he really brings that thing back. Look at that shot. Wow.
All right, well, there's another way.
That was a
Right back
great
from the
shot.
Side. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've
Probably
got
easier to get a feel for that cue ball. You know what I mean? Instead
Right.
of trying to kind of play the.
letting your stroke out a little bit too.
I like that.
Oh, wait, did he rattle? Oh, gosh, he didn't pocket it. He
Oh, wow.
rattled it. My apologies. This is why Travis is back at the table.
I'd assume that ball went down as well.
Meanwhile, we've got Chris Mary up on table 2. Him and Dan are trying to get these stripes addressed. Chris and Dan still plugging away at table 2. Meanwhile, Travis opts for a defensive shot. Ducks behind the 15. I don't know if Charlie's got a jump stick in his arsenal or a jump shot in his arsenal. Yep, looks like he's going for his jump cue. Meanwhile, while Charlie puts his jump cue together, what about going on table 2? That 9 ball is still hugged up against a 7, but very much viewable and visible. We've got Charlie with the jump stick out. Looks like he's going to be using dart technique here. Over the shoulder, gets good elevation, hits the point. Ball in hand for Travis and Bo. So effective safety by Travis. Bo addresses that 10 ball as it was. Looks like it was kind of just a shade impeding that 12. Gives Travis an opportunity to go for that 12. I don't see him having any issues getting shape on that 14. He's just trying to figure out what is a good angle to leave Bo so it can be somewhat natural to go for the 15 afterwards. Meanwhile, Dan and Chris on table 2 just coming out of a timeout. They just talked it through. And I don't think Dan wanted to hit that 8, but I think that's something they can work with. Bo back up on table 1. Travis leaves him on the 14. Looks like Bo's opting to just draw back here. Probably didn't want to get on that side of the 9. I think that coming short on the 9 would have been a better spot here, but considering where the 6 is, it looks like we might have to see the 9 ball going into either the right side or the right bottom corner potentially. Meanwhile, Dan Price at the table looking to knock down this last stripe ball, the 11 ball. Let's see what Trav does here with this 15 on table 1. Nice stop shot. I think if I'm Bo, I do want to just be conscious and using that bottom short rail here versus maybe slow rolling it and getting it awkward. Table 2, Dan cuts it in, but you have to watch out for the cross scratch. Oh, sorry, guys. Dan Price went for the cut on the 11. Scratched in the opposite corner. Trevor back at the table. Ball in hand. Decide to use their timeout just to get aligned here. Might as well use it if you've got it. Meanwhile, Travis with a cut on the 8 to take the lead. All right, gets back up, thinks about it. Oh! Trevor rattles the 1. Chris, Mary back at the table with the second life. Meanwhile, Travis nails that cut 8 ball. And Travis and Bo are now up 4-3. Thank you, Mandy. Everyone's got their way of looking at tangent lines. Chris likes to use kind of the finger guns just to see kind of where this is going. And I mean, even with top English, you got to watch out for that 1 ball. You don't want that cue ball nicking off that 1 ball into the corner. I think I'd rather draw it. I don't know. What do you guys think? For me, that tangent line is straight into the corner pocket. I think a follow shot, you're messing with that 1. I think if you use that draw, you close up, or rather open up that tangent and using the long rail on the left. Looks like he is going forward with it. Watch that one ball. Oh my goodness. Now that 8-7's tied up, and now we're going to probably see some chess here. Try break on table 1. We've got Dennis at the table looking at his options. Probably going to see Dylan over here just kind of, yeah, there you go, using some offensive options. Let's see, what does that 7-8 look like? Ooh, that's no fun. No fun. Dennis looking at his pattern options here. Looks like what he was lining up. I don't know if he's going to try to address that 2-ball now. He's really cranking on some here. Okay, he wanted shape. That's what he was lining up. He wanted to get on the correct angle, which he did, of the 5-ball to naturally disrupt that 2-9-ball cluster. Meanwhile, Dan looking to just nick off that 8. He just missed it. I don't know. Did he make contact? Nope. Looks like it's ball in hand for Trevor. Meanwhile, the plan is going according to plan. Dennis left that angle for Charlie. Charlie used that angle on the 5-ball for a natural breakout on that 2-ball. That was tied up. Let's see what's next. Trevor further complicates that cluster there. I think that was a good shot because he's also scooting that 1-ball in a way where they can now leverage that 1-ball as a breakout ball for that 3. I think that was a really good shot, good speed. But Chris can see this 8. You might see him trying to just take this pocket. Oh, no, he decides to go ahead and hit that 1-ball in. Nothing wrong with that strategy. All right, Dylan's got to do some thinking here. Where's the object ball going to end up? Where's the cue ball going to end up? Where's that 8-ball going to kind of spit off to? Meanwhile, on table 1, we're looking at cutting this 4. That's actually a really good shot by Charlie. Avoids the 11, the 14. Lines Dennis up on the 6. That was a great shot by Charlie. As routine as it looked, it was a really good shot by Charlie. Good speed control. Dylan with a great safety. I think there's an opportunity here for Dan to hard right English, get behind that 8, create that separation, and ideally have that cue ball behind that 8. Let's see what he does here. He is going hard right English. Oh, just nicks. Okay, he went to go nick it. Great shot. You can see some chess there on table 2 here. Meanwhile, Charlie and Dennis are still chugging along here. Another great speed shot by Charlie. Leaves a great angle. 7-ball. Wide open for Dennis. Just got to watch kind of what he's doing with the speed. Are you kind of pinching it back? Are you slow rolling it? Let's see what he chooses here. That 8-ball is right there for the side. Opts for the slow roll. That'll work. And it looks like Charlie's going to tie this thing up at 4-4. Takes a breather. Nothing wrong with that. You're on the money ball. Something feels right. Yeah, something feels off about the stance. For me, sometimes I get a weird feeling on the shaft or something like that. And there you go, 4-4. Nice out. Let's go back to table 2. Dan goes for the intentional foul to tie up that 7. Trevor doesn't. Oh, okay. He was reminded that it's ball in hand. He was about to get down and just shoot, but he was reminded it's ball in hand. Oh, he went to just go ahead and make a break shot there. It's a pretty straightforward kick, yeah. I mean, it'd be one thing. I don't think he called the side. It'd be, so I think Oh wait, so Chris isn't going for the kick here. Some conservative play. We'll see how we'll see how that works out from both teams. I mean, maybe not both teams. From Chris and Dan. Trevor just went ahead and said, "We're getting that 7 ball out the way. I'm going to leave you awkward on the 8," and it looks like it worked out from that point. And we've got a makeable shot. We've got Dylan calling the corner. We'll just keep an eye on this shot real quick and go back to table 1 here in a second. Actually, it looks like Dylan's going to think about it. We had a dry break. And we've got Travis back at the table. All right, see this cut shot from Dylan on table 2. Oh, he went. Oh, I guess he was going for a cross bank.
I think he was trying to play the cue ball down there, leave him a bank. Is what it kind of looked like too.
Oh, to drop back more or bring it back more, so the 8 ball had a bank.
So they had to bank it. I mean, now they gotta cut.
All right, to get them on the board, Dan Price on the 8 ball. Watch out for that cross corner scratch like last time. Good gracious, that was close.
Whoa.
All right. They are on the board. Dan and Chris, 1-0. After a very strategic rack by both teams. Meanwhile, we got Bo at the table 1. Watch side, hits the point. Gosh, I think he's left him perfect window for that 5-1 combo. Nice shot by Bo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good eyes there, Mean Gene.
Yeah. I think that's what Bo was going for anyways. The point didn't affect it too much. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think we've got a 5-1 combo potential here. Might be something fishy with it because Trav is definitely taking his time, but I think that's what he's going for. Maybe he was just thinking about.
Well, they still got the 7. They've got to. Oh boy.
Overcuts it. Yeah, I think maybe just with where the 8 was, didn't want to give up a ball in hand.
It's a big opportunity for Charlie and Dennis here.
For sure.
The balls are open now. 8 ball was problematic. Now it's not. They've got to work around some obstacles here, but
Amber. Oh, you got the little one watching. Daddy and Uncle Dan. Joel, how's it going, little bub? Uncle Dan with a break. Ball down. Table 2's got a little bit of a couple of cluster issues going on. Meanwhile, on table 1, Dennis pockets. Leaves a good angle here for Charlie. This might be an opportunity to go ahead and just aim for Okay, so I guess he wanted the 9 first. Okay.
yeah, I think that's probably fine, right?
Yeah. Works.
One's got to look at is that the 13 ball by the 7?
That is the 13 by the 7, yes, sir.
You got to kind of be paying attention because you got to get okay. I mean, it's not. So they got a pocket, but you got to get.
Stuns across. Watch out for the scratch. Avoids the scratch. Now let's see how straight they are on this ball. He's on the other side of the 15. It looks like this might present some problems. I don't think it's enough angle to wrap around easily either, especially where that 6 ball is.
I mean, you could. I mean, it's pretty straight, so you have some opportunity there. I think to drive it with some inside, right? Drive it forward with inside, and it'll
come back towards across the center, more towards the center.
Hit this. Let's see how he hits it.
He does wrap around. He does avoid the 6. Look at this shot.
Smart shot. Okay.
Smart shot. Now, if I'm Dennis here, you're thinking about where the 13 is. So you might even be considering the corner, but he's probably looking at the side and just trying to pinch it back. Is that what you're doing here, Scoot?
I think so. The angle looks like it's a little.
Yeah.
You got a little bit to contend with on the angle, but think it's doable. Um,
Meanwhile, we've got Chris and Dan still at the table after breaking with a ball down. They need to be looking at that 9 ball hugged up against that 1 and 5. And they're down to 2 balls that don't have anything that just screams breakout. So Dennis is opting for the corner. He does want to keep the cue ball on the top side on the screen of the table. I like this call, just so you're not doing too much with the cue ball. Just a nice natural roll. Look at this cut. Oh, just overcuts it, but look at good intentions, good idea. Great try by Dennis. Meanwhile, we've got a ball down from Chris. Dan's in a situation where he's got a tough cut on that 14 as an option. He also might be looking at his defensive options. That 1-5-9 situation is a problem for both teams. But Solids does have more breakout balls kind of hovering around there. Meanwhile, on table 1, we've got Bo at the table looking at his options. As Tony would say, he's making the ball he knows he can make. Really, that 1 ball is not protecting too much aside from maybe the 8 ball. Actually nudges the 7-13, and that worked out. Puts the 7 in front of the side. Dan's going for this cut on the 4. Look at that cut from Dan. Great try by Dan. Thin cut, hangs it in the pocket, takes the pocket there. And now we've got Dylan Jennings up on table 2, looking at his options on stripes. Looking to tie this game. First rack was a bit of a chess match. So Trav decides to roll forward. Oh no, he had called safe. Okay, good shot. Okay, I was wondering what that was, but he had called safe. Charlie makes a good hit, hits the 13. Cue ball then hits a rail. So you can call safe and pocket a ball, which is what Travis had elected to do. Charlie with a good response with a kick shot, making good contact on the 13. And really, ideal outcome if you're stripes, because Solids doesn't have any gimmies. Chris and Dan on table 2 with the timeout here, talking things out. Looks like Bo's kind of lining up what a kick shot on the 5 could look like. Now he's taking just a double check on that 7 cut. See what he calls here. Don't think he called anything, or maybe I just missed the call. Meanwhile, Chris is going for a kick shot into the 9. He's going to break that up. Of course, the downside to that is, or the upside is good legal hit, not a ball in hand. Downside is you did kind of address that clutcher. But you look at the way he left Solids. Not a bad lead for stripes. Meanwhile, Travis, table 1, is in a spot where he's going to probably see, you can probably see another defensive shot potentially. It's just that it's tricky here because he's on solids. That Dennis and Charlie can use that 13 to get to where they need if Travis elects to duck for the 12, but let's see what's happening here. Trevor just giving Travis some space and time to work out his shot. Okay, that's what a great shot by Travis. He decides to actually tie the 8-ball up using the 5, put the 1 in a spot where basically gives them one bait option offensively. But Dennis isn't biting, going for a defensive shot. Probably see a nice slow roll there. Look at that. Dennis with a solid safety. And look, we got Trevor on table 2. What a shot by Trevor. Intentionally draws to pocket the 14 that was protecting that pocket, while also, I guess, not giving him too much options on the 13. But Dan Price at the table has a shot on that 9-ball. Meanwhile, Bo with a nice hit on that 6-ball. That 6-ball is now a little closer to that 5, so it gives some breakout opportunities for the 5-ball. But Charlie comes up with a defensive shot. It's going to force Travis to kick. Meanwhile, Dan with a nice pocket on the 9. Does he leave? It looks like Chris can see that 13 plenty. Let's just take a quick look here. Yeah. I think I might have to flip this camera around next time. We got a couple of 13-ball shots. Long 13-ball. Oh, no. Travis is going for a kick, rather. Chris with a nice speed controlled shot on the 13. We all know how hard straight-in shots can be. Rolls it for basically a straight-in 8-ball for Dan to take a 2-0 lead. 2-0. Dan and Chris up on Trevor and Dylan. Back on table 1. We've got Dennis and Charlie taking a timeout, just talking things out. With ball in hand. I think what they're looking at is potentially using that 13 ball as a breakout ball on that 8 by going forward. Or maybe even drawn back. I don't know if that's what he's looking at too. You do want to kind of, if you can control it, you want to hit on the screen the bottom side of the 8. Versus potentially getting sandwiched between the 8 and 5 and still being hooked on your last stripe there. So it looks like he's going to go for the forward shot here to disrupt that 8-ball. Table 1 is still racking there. So let's kind of stay focused here on what Dennis decides to do here. We've seen Dennis come with some power draws. Is that what he's thinking here? Power draw into the 8. Yes, sir. Look at this. Look at that shot. Opts to draw the 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see that as the go-to, but well executed. Looks like this could just be a natural leave to either set the 8 up for the corner or probably just the corner there. Careful.
Still can see it.
Yep, I don't think Dennis has a problem with seeing the ball here. It's a little bit of a back cut. Wow, what a draw from Dennis. Gosh,
I think he's looking at. So I think what he's looking at there is he's looking to see if the 6 will pass, thinking, if he doesn't make this, he's going to try to put that cue ball in a spot where he doubles him up. Kind of looking at a fallback plan, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a
the cue ball.
Two-way shot.
Yeah.
To take the lead.
Of course, if you make the 8-ball, don't scratch. It doesn't matter.
Dennis with a couple of money shots.
Whoa.
Up 5-4. Good out. Dennis and Charlie over there smiling. Meanwhile, table 2. We've got Dan and Chris up 2-0. Still at the table after the break. And it looks like Chris is not left with many options, so he's going to do something with that 12 ball, it looks like. Oh, is that? No, I'm sorry. They're going for solids. Excuse me. Just basically just tough openers all the way around. Got Trevor back at the table. Meanwhile, we just had Dennis break off. It looks like it was a dry break. Travis Thorson up at the table. What's up, Scott? I just got hit up by our good friend April. April out in Vegas too with her team. Good luck to them. Thanks for the heads up, April. April just giving some feedback. Had something blocking the screen earlier. I think we got a few people out in Vegas watching. All right. So as kind of the opener, Travis called a multi-ball combo to knock that hanging 7-ball in, so they are solids. Looks like we might have another multi-ball combo here. 3-ball combo. Meanwhile, Dan's shooting on the stripe there at the 13. Does a nice job of making contact with the cluster. Doesn't free it up too much, but there might be some new options for that 9 and 11 to go in the side pocket. Yeah, we've got a lot of our friends and teammates out there in Vegas. Big events going on out there. Amateur, pro, team, individuals. We've got Adam King going to be joining us here in the booth here soon. Good try by Bo. It was a tough 3-ball non-wired combo. 3-ball combos seldomly are wired. All right, we've got Chris at the table looking at his stripe options. Charlie at the table now looking at his stripe options. Opts for the, nicks off the 14. Hits it a little thick, I believe. Looks like Chris is going for, I believe, a cut shot on that 14 down rail. On table 2. Maybe it was a defensive shot or just an overcut. Bo's in a situation here where just what the table's given him, he might still want to go for that combo. I've been trying to go just, to isolate the 6, unless you're going rail first and wrapping around the 3. Maybe that's what he does. Otherwise, you're going to disrupt that 3, might end up not in the way you wanted to. So looks like he is looking at rail first. He's going to just try to wrap around. That still could be trajectory towards the 3. Let's see what he does there. Rail first, yeah, gets around the 3, and Travis has got options. Probably still looking at that 3-ball. I think he can go ahead and just stun across and go 2 rails for that 4-ball on that rail there. Table 2, we've got Trevor back at the table. I think I just saw Trevor call the 5-ball. Top right corner. Drills it. Wow. It almost gets that 15 in. Good, solid, accurate shot by Trev. Got Dylan at the table on table 2. Over cuts the 7. Travis does a good job of getting straight on that 4, giving a good look on that 4. This could just be a good, roll forward for Bo to leave for the 1. Chris with a slight overcut and a scratch on table 2. Oh no. So now we've got Trevor back at the table. He's going to be looking at that 15 ball, developing a plan to address that in some way, shape, or form. But ball in hand, you got a lot of options. Meanwhile, Bo nails that shot. Not an easy shot. Leave Travis for that 1 ball. You're going to just see a nice slow roll to get shape on the 5. So this is where Bo's got to just look at just using this short rail closer to on the bottom here. Not messing with any of those clusters. You might even want to put a little bit of inside on there to look at that shot by Bo. Look at that. Maybe it fell a little shorter than he wanted to, but still a great attempt, great shot, and gives his boy Travis a look. It's all Travis is asking for. Look at this shot by. Meanwhile, Trevor pockets and addresses that 15 ball in the corner. Nice technical shot by Trevor. Got Travis on table 1 looking to cut this 8 ball in for tying it up. Drills it. We got a tie game, folks. It is a race to 8, but it's also win by 2. The way they're going back and forth, we might have some extra innings. We might have some extra, and looks like the Team Travis and Bo are opting for their break. Let's go ahead and take a look over at table 2.
All right.
Scooter back in the booth. Saw a really good shot from Trevor addressing a 15 ball that was blocking a pocket, but puts the 8 in a new position.
Like that shot.
Good shot.
Now you may be able to address this 1-8 here. Play the cue ball around 2 rails.
Yeah, it's a good call. Going straight through 2 rails, back through the middle of the table into that 1-8 situation.
Did not.
Okay. Instead opts to.
Well, he's got to shoot the 1 now. Looks like I don't think it goes though.
Gosh, does that 1 go?
Tell you what, from a glance here at the table, it doesn't look like it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
I mean, there might
pockets.
be a surgically accurate window there, but
It doesn't look easy.
no.
Yeah, so to me, I think the shot, you can see where the cue ball is kind of headed. You tighten that up a little bit, you're sending the cue ball right at those balls. So you have a chance to break them up. And arguably, the 6 ball, looks like it goes in the top right corner. So you could have played, see what I mean, where you kind of bang those and then you have shot at the 6.
Yeah, we're with a little more speed. Same path. You could have gone more speed potentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. What can you do here?
Don't think that he called the pocket, so you might see something defensive here. He did double hit off that 1.
That becomes, well, I want to go a little. Can't see much of that 1. I can't tell. Did they line it up?
Yeah, I don't know if it's wired for the combo, but I think what they do have is some options on the corner.
Yeah,
top
so,
right.
Yeah, they both go there. It looks like.
I
say,
think
yeah,
I
when-
think you're going 14 first, right, Scoot, and then getting these side
Yeah.
balls out of the way, and then rolling up for the 9.
I like that 9 kind of being there, just
Yeah.
as a contingency plan almost.
Agreed. That's a great shot by Dan.
Yeah.
They can pick up these sides and get on the right angle to just get on that 9. Ideally,
Yeah.
I mean, getting straight on the 9 on the top right corner is not necessarily a bad thing. You just don't want to get above the 9 if we're looking at the table from the screen.
I think you could probably work with that angle too. Now it's a little trickier.
Or rather, below the 9. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry.
Below the 9, I think gets weird.
Right.
Oh.
Probably could have used a little more speed there.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe that was a little bit of a let up.
I mean, you could probably shoot the 9 now.
I think Dan's still okay. I think he's got a cut.
I think I shoot that 9 now, honestly.
Oh, you shoot the 9 now.
Yeah, because you're okay position wise. It's tricky, but it's that leaving that 12 ball there for the 8 is if you shoot the 12 now, you're turning the cue ball loose.
You're right, because even if you draw it, you got the
It might
top
work
right
out. Hey,
scratch.
you know what? I think you're gonna hit these balls.
Just watch out for the scratch.
It
Make
could
sure you
work
give
out in your
that.
favor.
You got to give that cue ball time to grab. So you don't want to be stinging anything too crazy if you want to truly draw it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking about it.
I can't.
Table 1 is on break, y'all, so that's why we're focusing in on table 2. Taking a timeout. Let's take a look at what this looks like. The other thing, going for that cut, pocket, you could also just hit into that cluster, and that could be unpredictable as well.
True.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think about? You think with the way that angle is, Scooter, that you can put enough kind of draw on that to get to kind of on this screen that top long rail for the 10? Maybe even the 9?
From the 12, I think it's tough. I
Yeah,
don't think so. I think I don't think you're offered much angle there. I mean,
Yeah, it's
you got a little bit because you can shoot to the right side of the pocket, right?
right. Unless you're doing some Kenny Florian stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, there is you can shoot it in the corner too,
Sure.
right? And maybe that's looking at it from this angle, maybe that's the shot because if anything, the cue ball is going to track to the far side of the table, and you're playing pretty safe.
Kind of a built-in two-way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think I can't tell if that 9 ball goes.
I'm looking at it from this angle. The 9 ball does not go into the bottom left.
Okay. So if you're gonna shoot that, okay, so they're gonna go that direction. You probably honestly maybe don't want to make it. If the 9 ball doesn't go, unless you see it safe, I mean you could.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, if it goes, probably what I would do, because your cue ball is going to be at the top of your screen, I'd probably then cut the 10 towards the same pocket and play the cue ball down on the end rail, try to block their balls. But I think this is probably what I would shoot.
Yeah. So good, just two-way shot here.
They've kind of taken over.
Yeah.
Taking over some real estate here. They don't have a full look at their balls. They can still see the 1 ball, but not a lot of it. And so
Right. Looks like the players are getting suited back up for table 1. Getting their gloves back on. Breaking the balls to rack.
okay, well, that didn't work out, I don't think. Did give pretty good distance.
But this is they can manage this. You can get out here. It's okay if you hit the 6 off of this cut ball.
Well, I'd like to think I can get out here, but
Yeah.
might get ahead of ourselves.
Always easier from the booth, looking at a screen.
Yeah. Now you try to play this. You play the balls. You play the 12 ball real thin. Try to kind of hit the 6 ball coming out and clear yourself some extra room here. Can you see if that 9 ball goes in that corner now, or?
Yeah, once that 13's out, I'm sorry, the 12 ball's out of the way, Scooter. Yeah, that 9 ball does go. Yeah.
So then it's kind of. now if it goes, I think you got to be careful here. You don't want to really disrupt any balls.
Yeah. But if you do hit the 6 and use it as breaks for the 10,
You're okay,
it's
but
not,
you don't
not the
want
end
it.
of the world.
You don't want it to get in your way, though. Right now,
Oh, just like this, you're saying, in terms of a bridge?
So, well, there's that, but now did he block that corner for the 9 ball?
Yeah, and I think now that they're going to look at it, just a.
You see, I mean, just moved it just a smidge, and I don't think he had a lot of room. Now, is the side pocket still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And the 9 ball is still be able to go in the corner as well.
And actually, I'm looking at it now. The 9 ball does still go in the corner,
Still
fortunately. Yeah, for them.
Side, it may be easier to get shape
Shape
on
on
the
the
side
side.
anyway, but
Yep. Yep. All right. Meanwhile, Travis is ready to break here, getting a fist bump in with Bo, ready to crack him off.
I don't know where did he go with that cue ball. To the other
That'll work.
side. Yeah.
It's almost a natural leap for the 8.
Is he shooting corner or is he shooting side here?
I think he's shooting corner, and you get this natural roll forward for the 8 is what I'm guessing Chris is thinking. Big snap by Travis. Bo at the table, looking at his options. Travis does a good job centering that cue ball.
See how Chris does with this 9 ball here. Takes it on. And
Drills
makes
it.
There we go.
Gives his partner a look at the 8. Very makeable shot
Yep.
for Dan.
Yeah.
I don't see Dan having too many issues with this. I don't think the same thing that happened a couple of racks ago where he goes to the other's corner for a scratch. I think the 8 ball's far up enough that that's not an issue.
I think he's pretty safe there.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to try to scratch, I think.
No reason to hit inside on this one.
Takes it on.
Taking a 3-0 lead.
Wow.
Chris and Dan. Got Bo back at the table here. We're still at the table, rather. Looking at his options. Big break by Trav. Thinking about the right opening shot to kick off a pattern here. You know, I think what I like Bo's looking at is he's looking at making that 15 and hitting that 6 into that 9-4 situation. I think that's what he was looking at. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that look.
Especially if you can chip your 9 out and tie up their balls.
Mhm.
You really.
Well, I don't think it was maybe the way he designed, but it had the desired effect.
I think that worked out pretty good, right? Oh no, you're not.
From that view,
I
it
thought,
looks like
it looks like that 2 got him. I thought he could see the whole ball, but it doesn't look like it.
Looks like I think it's the 4 ball is in the way of that 9. But Travis has got options down table the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I got Dan Price breaking rack 3. Good controlled break, but nothing down. Shout out to the folks out in Vegas, including our good friend Tony, who's out there with his team. We've got Tony, Palm, James, Larry, and Chisholm out there looking to make it 3 years in a row champions. Tomorrow they're going to be kicking off the final stage, which is final elimination, single elimination. You lose, you're out, so good luck to them. Plenty of other friends and teammates out there in Vegas. Trav going for a long 11 here.
Oh.
Nick's the 13. Wonder if Dennis has got a back cut on that. No, that 3 looks a little awkward. Don't know if that back cut's there, Scoot.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, they got options down on this side of the table, the closer side of the table on the screen.
And they really got problems with that 7 ball.
Right.
That's
You got that 5 ball sitting there too.
Yeah.
Couple of blockers.
All right. Let's see what Joe's going to do here.
We got 56 viewers, and it looks like a majority of them are on PIAZZA'S Live's YouTube channel. So appreciate that. PIAZZA'S Live is trying to migrate to YouTube.
3 ball goes.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dennis with a nice back cut on that 3 addresses that problem. Now they've got to be focused on how to address that 5.
Trevor shot a combo, opened up some balls for stripes, actually doing that.
Yeah, I think right now it's if you can get. Oh, I wonder. I think what he was trying to do is maybe more of a stop shot on the 6 to get an angle on that. Maybe making contact with the 5, but I think Dennis still got some options here. Yeah, the second he got down, he liked what he saw, so I think he's got an idea in his head of what to do here. Decides to draw back. Gives Charlie a shot on the 1, but we still got to address that 7 and 5.
Yeah, I don't know what their plans are here. I don't know if they've got a plan or if they're just sort of.
Yeah, let's see what the angle looks like on this 1 to see if that 7 could be addressed now. Maybe. Meanwhile, Dan and Chris are chipping away.
Makes me wonder if they're going to do something like where they're going to play the 5 in there, kind of chip out the 10 ball, sneak their ball in behind it, kind of open up, try to block their stripe and then open up a spot for that 7.
I think that's exactly what Dennis is doing. Got to have these kind of shots in your toolbox.
Didn't.
Yeah, I think
didn't really tie anything up though.
Yeah, the 12 ball can still go into that corner.
Did play. Difficult shot. They don't have a easy shot here.
I think Dan's shot maybe came a little shorter than he wanted. I think he wanted to leave Chris on the 11, but Chris still has options. They still have to think about that 12 ball there on the top of the screen on table 2. We got Bo at the table. Oh, no. I don't think there's too much loss there, though. He's hooked the 7.
He's hooked the 7. I can't see if they can. Maybe if he can make the 5, shoot the 7 down the other corner.
Good call, Scoop.
Oh, boy. Now.
This is such one of the hardest shots to pull, in my opinion. You're on the rail.
Well, you can see it.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah. I always say, toughest shot in pull. You got a round tip, hit a round ball, hit another round ball, and you want it to go straight.
So let's see where.
Dennis is also jacked up a bit here.
A little bit.
Yeah, because he doesn't want it to. He wants to leave it for the 8.
Right.
Oh.
Hit that pretty good, I'd say.
Did we get some? Oh, the fire does work.
Fire.
Let's give Dennis some fire there. System didn't crash. Love it. Great shot by Dennis to not only pocket the ball, he jacks up so he can bring the cue ball back to leave a very makeable shot on the 8 for Charlie. Meanwhile, we've got Trevor and Dylan at the table. Trevor pockets 100%.
I think that 2 ball still goes. I think they're in good shape this rack, it looks like to me.
Charlie and Dennis taking the lead. We've had multiple lead changes, multiple ties. This has got potential to go extra innings here. Let's take a look and zoom in on table 2 here. So we got Dylan cutting that 5 ball in.
By there. Okay.
Clears the 8. That works out. I mean, I think here, are you just rolling forward, being okay with the contact, or?
You gotta be. To me, you gotta be careful with your contact because you get these 2 balls together, and it could kind of freeze that, slow the top stripe down on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you try to sneak it by there, and all of a sudden it gets stuck, and you get stuck behind it. Now, looking at that top view, it looks like it's a little bit safer than that. But I'd want to make sure that
I think if
you gotta be careful here because you're gonna chip this stripe back. You gotta watch one rail bank to where it's gonna go, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to put that. Try to be so finesseful that you put that right in your way, right?
Right. I think there's some merit to a potential just roll it in, and you've got the 8 ball on the side. If the cue ball continues to kind of squirt to the top left, then they got the bottom left corner. Let's see what he does here. I think he's just going to roll it.
Yeah, it looks like you probably could.
Yeah, that worked out just fine. Gives Dylan a look on.
Good look, and he kind of split the balls in a way where he's not really impeded too bad by it. Right?
That's a good point. So to get on the board, Dylan looking to take this 8 ball into the side pocket. He does call side pocket.
I mean, it looks like a pretty good look at it. I mean, it's,
I mean, just to take a quick overhead.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of an angle to it, but it's certainly doable. It does not do it, though.
Okay, looks like Dan and Chris, this is the part where Tony would typically say, you got to
Get it done.
Get it done. Take a 3-0 lead to a 4-0 lead. I mean, it's laid out in a way where they can stay offensive, only think offense until something the table gives you something otherwise.
Yeah, I think you just go ahead and go to work here.
Yeah.
Now,
I think maybe Dan was looking to just address that kind of 15, kind of sitting off on the side there by itself.
yeah. See now here, to me, I think you got to shoot this. Yeah, I think you got to shoot that 15 because you shoot that 10, you're gonna stay straight. There's not really really a way I can see where that's gonna get you any productive.
Right.
Right.
Whereas 15, you can use the angle.
You could. I don't know about this. So.
Well, Chris is actually opting for the 13 here.
Yeah.
We're going to cut this.
It's a nice shot. It's certainly one that lays out. You know what I mean?
Oh, just rattles it. Oh no, just rattles it.
Well.
All right.
Trevor, good look at this one. I mean,
So Trevor's got this cut in the side. I don't think the corner pocket is very appetizing with where that side pocket is.
Well, plus you got where the ball is, right? I mean, if you're gonna shoot that in the corner, you're putting yourself
You're
more
more
over the
jacked
ball.
up. Right. Great point.
And I don't like that. I think
Looks
this
like
is
he's
one where you just sort of
cutting this in the side.
he did shoot at the corner and he missed.
Oh, he did shoot at the corner. Avoids scratch but misses.
Wow, he puts that
And actually,
cue ball in about
not the
best,
worst leave, right?
About the best place you could ask for there.
Yeah, this is almost ball in hand shape for Trevor and Dylan to make it difficult for Dan and Chris and Dan at the table here. Meanwhile, table one, we've got Travis Thorson at the table looking at his options. Tough shot for Dan, bridged over like that. It was a tough shot. Great attempt. Rattles it.
Shot.
This could be their opportunity for Dylan
Hey, it's a big opportunity.
to get on the board.
You know, this is a gift for them. After all that's said and done, they kind of end up in this spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Travis pockets and gets a nice draw on it. I think where Bo's got, it's got either a tough back cut on that 3, or I'm sorry, the 5 that is. The 5, which is on the bottom left of the table here.
Oh, I think you shoot that and just play that into your balls.
Yeah, you've almost got this natural kind of
Yeah.
path to the breakout.
I think that's what Travis is kind of looking at too. You know what I mean?
Fashionably late, Adam King.
Adam King. is
His
doing
limo
it.
just dropped him
My limo
off.
just
Oh,
dropped me
no.
off. The helicopter came in. It's all good.
Oh no, we've got another
On the
rattle on the 8 from Dylan. Adam, thanks for joining.
Yeah, so I had to give a pool lesson at a different pool hall. So
We're just telling the
arrived a little
viewers
late.
that if
Yeah.
you guys have any need for a lesson, you've got a very competent, eloquent, articulate individual in
Wow.
Adam.
Wow, high praise. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I didn't drop handsome in there.
No, you shouldn't have.
And
Bo.
Bo goes for that
Oh,
breakout.
double trouble.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Misses the 3. I think the idea was there though, right?
Oh, yeah, 6-5. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a 6-5. An hour later, we got table 2 start. And Chris and Dan have a chance to make this a 4-0. I think, depending on how straight this thing is, I think you're going to see Dan kind of draw back into that left side long rail. But you just got to be careful, maybe a little left on there just to look at this shot by Dan Price. That works. Maybe a little left would have helped, but I think this is something that Chris could absolutely handle.
I'm in the restroom real quick.
Take your time. All you're really focusing on, if you're Chris, is just pocketing this thing.
Yeah.
You've got an 8
absolutely.
ball hanging. You're not getting cute with leave.
No. This is your money ball right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
drills it. Nice shot, Chris. Good focus. That's a deep 8. Cue balls have a tendency to do funny things,
Nah.
depending if
I
you
think
hit
you'll be
a
okay.
point or.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Skip, did he go rail first? That was kind of cool. 4-0. Dan and Chris. Halfway there.
On fire.
Gosh, at this pace, they might be done before table one.
Man.
Meanwhile, we've got Dennis at the table. Let's zoom in on table one here. Adam just went to go get a refreshment and get all set up. He'll be right back here. Oh, just rattles it. Dennis has been coming with some really good solid pool. Happens to rattle this one. Amber's loving it. Piazza's live. Is that what? Is that Pat? Is that Tony? Who's out there? Someone's watching from Vegas, I bet. I just saw a post where Pat was riding in a Lamborghini. Sweet. Cherry on top. Riding in a Lamborghini. The Shane Van Boney. There's a brand new sentence. All right, we got Travis, table one. Table two, we've got a team taking a break over there, so we'll just focus on table one over here. Man, Travis can get so good with his technical shots, his look, his vision. Mr. King.
All right, how you doing, Eugene?
Not too bad. How have you been? How long has it been since you've been behind the mic?
It has probably been 8 months or so. Quite a while.
Was it another Friday fight night you were commentating?
You know what? I don't even remember. I did a little bit of commentary up in Wyoming that went really, really well.
Nice.
And I did some commentary in South Dakota at a tournament that I ended up winning up there. That was nice. But no, not nearly as much as I used to.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I was happy to sub in.
I saw here there's an exhibition match coming up.
Yeah.
An exhibition match. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Felt Billiards in town here in Inglewood, Colorado. They replaced their...
Sorry to interrupt. They're asking for a hit watch. Would you mind providing that hit watch? Or would you like me to? They usually also videotape it. I can also do it too.
Go ahead if you're
All
used
right.
to it. I'll
Please let them know about your exhibition match. It sounds super exciting.
No worries.
Sophia Mass, yeah.
Yeah, just really quickly, and we'll get back to the match. Myself and Sophia Mast are going to be playing Tuesday night at 7 p.m. at Felt Billiards just to promote the pool hall. And I've heard about Sophia a lot, never met her, so I'm really happy to play her, and I'm going to try my best. So, yeah, it should be a good match. It should be fun. Sophia is a good player. Let's look at this hit here. Doesn't want to hit this too hard. This looks very good. Very nice shot from Travis there. Bo has an opportunity here. Oh, no, he doesn't. I didn't see the 10. Just getting into the match. They, I do believe, should bank the 4 and the 6 ball. I think you should try to run out here. The 11 is tough, but the 10 provides too good of access to break out the 11.
You're saying go offense here if you're solids.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking there's no other way to get that 6 out. You don't have a wonderful angle to bank the 4 and get below the 6. However, you can. I would probably bank. Man, I would love to be down there on the table, but you can bank the 4 ball cross side and draw ever so slightly underneath the 6. That's what he's looking at right now.
To do another bank.
To do another bank.
Right.
I mean, look, statistically, you're not going to win this game that often, but I don't really see another way from here. The 10 ball is just providing too good of access to the 11. Now,
Are you drawing back and making the 10, Adam? Is that an option?
you could do that, which is not a bad shot, but you'd need to do it off the 4 ball. So he banked. Okay, so he did have enough room around the 4 to bank that 6. He tried to bank the 6 and get below the 4 and shoot it up table.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that at all. The only issue I didn't like, well, it's not even that I didn't like it, is now the 11 ball's free. So really, pardoning a weird thing happening with them with Scotch doubles and the inherent difficulty that it just puts the players under.
Different dynamics.
Sorry, not very
right?
eloquent tonight. They should win this game here. Sorry, jumping into the middle of the match. I'm not in commentary stroke yet.
No, it's all
Thorsten
good.
and Bostow, Charlie Williams, and Dennis Corneal. I'm actually not familiar with Dennis.
Yeah, it sounds like Dennis does play out of Littleton, so relatively local.
For sure. And close match, and Bo and Travis are a good team.
And looks like, excuse me all, we are back live. The break is over on table 2.
Dan Price and Chris Meyer, and Trevor Seal and Dylan Jennings. Okay. And wow, Dan Price and Chris really putting the hurt on
Chris
Trevor and
drills
Dylan.
that shot. And really, I think, I don't think the score is necessarily indicative of the skill on both sides of the table, but it's just obviously the way pool goes sometimes. Dennis at the table here on table 1, wrapping around, using that.
A little fortunate there to get on the 9 ball. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's all good.
Two tables is tricky.
Oh, I know. And we did kind of zoom out, Adam, because what we had was a lot of just really focus on the table, and it was really hard to call out who. We had to constantly call out who was shooting.
Who was shooting here?
Yeah. So we got a little bit more visibility into the players. I mean, on table 1 here, if you're Charlie, you're wrapping around 3 rails and looking for a window, or are you trying to get to the right side of the screen here?
Banking this ball in to ensure your shape is not the worst idea.
That's
but
a
see,
great
1,
call.
2, 3. The deal is, look how big that 4 ball is.
Well, the path is into the 4, right? Yeah.
The path was always to the 4.
Right.
That's a shot where if you're an experienced player, I probably would have gone, well,
Like stun follow bank?
yeah, well, either bank the 9, or if you're going to go the 3 rail route like he did, I think you needed to go 4 rails. Like
see.
make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
you hit
right.
the 4 rail, even if you don't get shape on the
Sure.
11, because then you'll be able to hit it no matter what.
Yep, makes sense. And just FYI, we not quite getting our little teleprompter thing.
That's
where we do
okay.
the
I
lines.
don't usually use it anyway,
Yeah.
but I appreciate you.
Yeah, I like maybe doing the dots rather than the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan with an attempted cut rattles it. Dennis on table 1's got an interesting situation here.
Yeah, they're under it here, actually. Man, this is one of those situations, again, where you'd really like to be out there on the table. But, I mean, the 9 is providing access to, it looks like, the 10 above the 3. But,
On table 2, yeah.
yeah, you need to break it out right now. If you're going to break it out, which you should.
Meanwhile, that 7 ball's probably making that side pocket a little less appetizing.
Yeah, he decided not to take it on. I think that might be a mistake, unless the 7 ball really is in the way.
Trevor, just a shot maker. He's just been drilling some of these shots.
Well done, but he left the cue ball kind of in no man's land.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look at the angles there.
Gosh, with some left-hand spin, he might be able to squeak that 10 or the 12 by the 5.
Throw it in.
Yeah, very, very gently. The good news is if you try to throw it in very gently, you will block the pocket and maybe buy yourself another inning.
Yeah, even if that ball hits.
You tried to do that.
I think they're going to call foul on that.
That is definitely a foul.
Yep.
And let's see, Travis and Bo here, it looks like.
Bo's on the table.
Shooting the 4 in the side. You're going to have to hit this with some speed.
Yeah. Oh
And
my!
he did.
Bo, look at this.
Bo Solano.
That's some fire.
That's it.
That's some fire
I
right
haven't
there.
seen the fire.
Look at
Great
that
shot from Bo. He left Travis just a
Sure.
little tricky here,
Sure.
but great shot.
But you've got a player in Travis that he's going to be thinking of all his options, including potentially. You also think a stun follow is safe if he doesn't like his cuts. Or is that too risky to try to find that window?
No. You need to use a lot of low right-hand spin here with a really nice follow-through. Make certain you follow through.
Cut that thing in the top right.
You can cut it in the top right-hand corner and come right below the 11 and go 3 rails back over to the other side of the table to shoot the 8 in the top right.
in the same pocket.
In the same
Love
pocket. You also have the opportunity here, though, just to roll the 6 to the rail and freeze the cue ball behind the 8.
Right.
That's not a bad shot.
Yeah.
And considering you would probably take that bottom rail away, I think that maybe is a better shot if he's nervous. Which,
Yeah, meaning that 6 ball is going to be in the way of the kick. to go to the bottom rail and up.
Oh, and you're not going to be able to go to the
Right.
bottom rail on the other side of the table
Right.
either.
Nice cut from Chris Mary on table 2 to get into that side pocket and address that awkward 7 ball. I mean, he can address it. I think at most he might be able. I think he might just call it to see if he can follow it in, or just take the pocket on table 2 there on the 7 ball.
Yes, I mean they're in a very tough position if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try to just take the pocket up here and hope that the 15 is difficult enough that the other team's not going to be able to access it. I don't love that, but he doesn't have a lot of good options, and you need to move that 7 ball, right?
Right.
And look at him put the cue ball up table. That's a great shot.
Great execution by Dan. Meanwhile, Travis did.
He tried to play safe.
Yeah, Travis did try to get behind that 8, but gave Charlie a window.
Yeah.
And now, actually, that didn't end up too bad. Let's take just a quick look at the angle there.
Bo, again, he needs another pretty difficult shot here. The good news is just make it. You'll very likely have something on the 8 if you just roll this ball in. He could bank this ball, but he shouldn't. Just roll the cut in. Don't do anything special. Oh, a little firm.
A little fat.
Yeah.
All right. Dennis has an opportunity to, I think, one of the first times there'd be a two rack lead, which we haven't seen on table 1. Let's see what Dennis comes up with this 11 ball. He's just going big draw here, Adam, and just kind of saying, hey, this 8 ball goes into multiple pockets.
I would just stun it over 3 inches and shoot it in the top left. You want to hit this ball just like that.
Hey, great call, Adam.
Just like that.
And look at that. For a 2-rack lead, which I think might be the first time in this match that there's been a 2-rack lead.
I think this would be a big upset. Travis and Bo were favored here.
Yeah, you've got strong players, and I don't know Charlie and Dennis as well. I know that
Well, they're not bad players. So
no, I've watched them play. Absolutely, you're correct. I know Travis and Bo are strong, and look at that. We've got a 2-rack lead for Charlie and Dennis.
Well done. Over on table 2 here, this cluster on the left-hand side rail has really held them up all game, but nothing easy about this. That 15 is a nightmare. That's what I was saying. When he had the access to the 9 early on, I would have gone for it.
That was earlier in the rack, right, that you were talking about?
Yeah, it was
to
much
go for the
earlier.
side pocket? Yeah.
The problem is if you're stripes, where do you shoot the 8 here?
Great point.
Nowhere. There's nowhere. You got the
your
15.
best leave is a bank.
The 9 ball doesn't have a lot of pockets up table. Oh, what's he calling here?
We go back to table 1 here as we've got Dennis breaking here. I mean, they are on the hill, just FYI. Not only is it a 2-rack lead, Charlie and Dennis are on the hill.
To 7, eh?
It's to 8. Oh, sorry. The scoreboard here takes a second to catch up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a recent kind of buggy thing. But it's a race to 8, win by 2, and Charlie and Dennis have broken and have a ball down.
Yeah, really good break from Dennis there.
Great break, yeah.
I think.
What's your opening shot here, Adam?
I was thinking the 6-9 combination is not bad, but there's 2 problems with it though. You really have to get good shape on the 11-10 combination, and you have to make certain that if you're going to shoot the 6-9 combo, the 6 doesn't roll up on your 14 and block it.
Yeah, because there is a path to that cue ball to get good on the 14 to get a really good angle on the 11-10. But to your point, that 6 also might be right there in front of that
100%.
pocket.
It might be worth shooting the 11-3 combination. The issue is the angle doesn't look wonderful to get out of the bottom rail, but I do believe you have enough. You have to shoot it with commitment, though. But if you get out on the 6, it should be game over.
So Chris went for a shot to address that ball, the solid ball that was hanging, and so that's what he called. All right, so Dan's back at the table.
Yeah, no, good shot. I barely caught it.
Yeah, me too. I just caught the tail end, and there was contact. There was some sort of, I think, carom into the corner pocket.
Interested to see. He is going to go 11-3, it looks like. I like this. If you get on the 6, all right, it should be match over here.
Oh my.
This should be match over. The balls are wide open, no trouble left. He's got a little less angle on the 6 than he would like, but he has plenty though. Just don't get nervous. I like to just use about half a tip above center here and stun follow it into the rail softly so that there's no possible way I could overrun the 7 or the 4.
Love it. Yeah, that 4 can get you to that 1, right?
Absolutely.
7 center pocket with 5 pockets available to it. I'm sorry, center table with 5 pockets available to it.
Yeah, I always warn my students though, you've got to be, yeah, that's great. A little too much stun, but he'll be all right here. If the 7 goes on the side, I might take it.
Let's
Ball,
take a quick look.
mm,
Maybe off
yeah,
the,
off the 13. But you got to jack up because you want to hold for position on the 4 ball. That is exactly what he's doing. If he draws back just a few inches.
Oh wow, he actually skims off the.
Yeah, he skimmed
the
off
12.
the 12 ball. Okay, he's in a tough spot in here though. You've
Yeah.
got to play for a cut on the 5 on the other side of the table now.
Yeah, because your cue ball is going to the left side of the table on the screen.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Chris and Dan are looking to extend the lead even further. We've got a pretty straightforward lead from the 4 to the 5. Let's see what Dennis, who's at the table now, is looking at.
Very gentle here. You just have to follow through even at a pace that you don't really believe in. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. He had better shape than I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, going on the left-hand side of the table for Dennis here. That's the right play because the cue ball wants to go there. That's why it's the right play. He doesn't have to do anything that the cue ball doesn't want to do. So he can put all his eggs in pocketing the 4 ball here. Oh,
He
that's-
wanted to go back and forth. I like
That's
it.
a great shot.
Look at that shot. I'm going to give him some fire for that.
Yeah, that's a great shot. That's really, really well struck. That's
Right.
That's a match winner.
What a shot by Dennis to get natural. I mean, like once this is natural shape on the 5. Look at this. This could be game over.
Oh, this is definitely game over. That 4 ball was a wonderful commitment to making a plan and committing to it.
Yep. The speed and everything this was all intentional.
Yes.
Going back and forth with the cue ball.
Oh, and Travis and Bo with a tough loss here.
No kidding.
But I tell you what a great run out here. You can't fault Charlie and Dennis.
To move on to the 3rd round, Charlie at the table, and we've got match. What a match. Up until the very end, back and forth, trading punch for punch, and Dennis and Charlie pull it off. Congratulations to Dennis
well
and
done,
Charlie.
guys. Well done.
And well played by Bo and Travis as well. Just was not their night.
Dan and Chris are going to increase their lead
My gosh.
on table 2 here. Stretched out. Just roll this ball in.
5-0.
Fantastic. 5-0. Who do we have up next on table 1?
This is it. Actually, we've only got these two matches tonight, Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the
Oh, I thought there were.
no
Oh,
nine, no
man.
Niners tonight. No 9 o'clocks tonight.
Oh, that was the whole reason I wouldn't even have shown up. I'm not
no.
gonna lie. Oh crap, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was all geared up to commentate all night. Well, I'm not gonna lie. That is a humongous bummer. I thought I was gonna be here all night.
Well then, let's go ahead and hope for a big comeback from Trevor and
Well,
Dylan.
no worries. But I thought I had a whole other match. I'm gonna say bye to Travis and these guys real quick.
Ah, Joey, that was your horse, bro. Yeah, it was tough, man. They were neck and neck, trading leads, tying up, and then just at the right time, Charlie and Dennis get a three rack stretch. Congratulations again to Charlie and Dennis. Well played by Travis and Bo. Let's go to table 2. We've got Chris and Dan with a 5-0 lead. The scoreboard's going to take a second to update. Yeah, I agree. Bill, you'll have me? You know I'm down.
Man, Bill Helmer calling people out.
No,
calling out
Bill,
commentators.
if Bill gives you an invite, you take it.
Man, watch that old Bill. He plays good.
That's what I'm saying. All right, Chris with an off-center head ball break here.
Cue ball on the side.
Bill, what are you thinking? Like a weekend tournament or something? Maybe start there? I think your boy's got, I've got my 6-year-old. I got the 2-year-old, right? I got to pick and choose. Trying to get my lead presence in there as well.
Hey, Gene, there's posters here. These guys are asking for them. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we got a dry break. Dylan at the table. They got to buckle down.
Yeah, it's now or never, isn't it?
Charlie. Well played, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well
Yeah,
played.
you guys played
Congratulations. Yeah, see you in the third round.
Tough team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Travis and
big
Bo.
time.
You kidding
Yeah,
me?
good
Yeah,
shooting.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah,
Good run
congrats.
out at the end, too.
Yeah.
The break and run.
You had a break and run. That's
Couple
right.
break and runs in that match.
That's
Oh, that's
true.
awesome.
Yeah, it was 2 of them, right? 2. Yeah. Good timing too on those.
Oh, it's a great match. Though. I mean, them guys are good shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Travis, great shot. Bo,
Absolutely.
he's a good shot too. So can't take
Absolutely.
anything away from them guys.
100%. 100%. But you two were good shots too. You guys came with it too. You had some great shots there, Charlie.
Yeah, we got about for what 250. Second lowest
Yeah. Sleeper.
sleeper.
You're the sleeper.
Sleeper team. Bro.
I love it. Not the sleeper anymore. You're on some radars.
Yeah,
I bet we are.
he wants to
Congratulations.
squeeze. He wants to squeeze
People were
this
saying, hey, maybe
13.
we should have bought them.
Yeah, there you
by
go.
the
Right?
6 ball.
It's a great time.
Yeah, this is a much better shot here. Just slowly cut the. Oh, he shot it in the corner. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I think shooting the 11 ball there would have been a much better shot actually, because now your cue ball once again, if that 9 doesn't pass the 15, you're in no man's land. But he's jumping right down on it, so it must pass. Problem is where do you go with the cue ball here? See, there weren't a lot of good places, and look at the cue ball again. They're in no man's
Yeah.
land.
And can they see that? Oh, Bill, you're talking about head to head. Oh, I see how it is. All right, Bill, I see you, bro. Yeah, let's talk about it. Oh, and you want it streamed? Oh no.
Oh wow.
Alrighty, I like it.
Little action in the chat.
Well, action in the chat.
What do you do here, Eugene?
Golly, I mean, if you're going for this, okay. Did he call the combo? What did he do here?
I don't know.
Oh my
Wow,
God, I think he
not a
called
bad
the
try.
combo. Wow,
Not a bad try.
what an attempt. Looks like Dan can see the 6 ball.
I like just rolling the 1 in here.
Oh, and then giving yourself some options to
Yeah,
get the
and you get to-
3-7-2 situation.
You get to shoot the 1 at a speed that really allows you to maximize your chances of pocketing it. You know you're going to be on the 1 or the 3-7. You need to get the 3-7 problem solved just like that. Perfect. Now it might be worth it to roll the cue ball up under the 2 to free the 7 if the 7-2 doesn't go.
Yeah.
If it does go, by all means, run
Sure.
out. He's looking at it. It must go. I think there's more separation than I was. Well, I don't know. Look at it down there. I don't think that 7 does go. Gosh, very, very close, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot of throw. Or
Yeah, so I might.
I like your idea of the defensive shot.
And he might. Oh, he's not drawing back. Okay, let's see what he does here.
Cheated the pocket a little bit. He wanted to get out, but he left him on the rail.
You can still play safe here. You can roll this ball up under the 2. But I think he's shooting. I don't really agree with this, but I think he's shooting.
Yeah, tough thing with being on the rail. It's not a gimme stop shot or anything like that.
Well, the issue is if you do make this 7 ball, what do you shoot next? Maybe the 5?
Or short side 6.
If you get lucky, maybe. And that 2 ball's not going to go anywhere you want it to go. Watch where the 2 ball goes here. And this is if he makes the 7. I don't love this play. Okay, he played the safety. I like that.
Good shot, Dan.
That's the shot.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
yeah. All right, Bill.
Good
By
thing.
the way, yeah, what format are we playing? 8, 9, 10? I don't know. I'm leaning towards 10. 10 ball.
Difficult spot here for the boys that are down 5-0.
Appreciate you, Bill. Yeah, right. Tough spot if you're down 0-5.
Also, their 13 doesn't go anywhere, so even if you do get a great hit here,
Sure.
wow, he's looking at this direction.
Yeah. And it's tough because if you're trying to kick at the 10, you got this 8 ball sitting there saying, hey, I could do something funny too.
No, the safety was powerful here. There's
for sure.
There's very little that can go wrong for solids.
Right.
Here.
Great execution by Dan. That's what you would call too, just rolling up.
Just roll it up.
Yep, behind the 2.
Much more powerful than it looks.
Mhm.
He should kick the 10 here, though. The thing
Even
is,
with the 8, are you concerned about the 8?
of course, I'm concerned about the 8. But look, the deal is you have to know that you're way behind here.
Sure.
Way behind. So I would kick firm at the 10 and try to rearrange the table.
Yeah, there you go.
You often get lucky.
Yeah, do or die. Just kind of go for it.
Well, look,
Like,
you're
yeah.
going to lose. You got to think. If I go left, I lose. If I go right, I
Sure,
lose.
sure.
So I have to change the situation, right?
Yeah, just
So-
rearrange everything.
So rip it.
I like that call. Oh, short side. Okay, like going for short
Yeah,
wheel.
call
okay.
it on the side. Why
8
not?
ball, maybe not as much of a factor, and
Well,
has insurance.
He'll get
right?
a good hit. That was a better way to kick it. And
Right.
look, he left some distance.
Look at that. Yeah, if you missed the 10, he had the 15 there.
And for all you guys out there, it just shows you what a good hit does. I mean, the cue ball really couldn't have ended up in a much better place for stripes.
No kidding.
I mean, if you're Trevor and Dylan here,
Just for margin of error, are you going 6 off the 7? 6 rail off the 7?
I'm actually going to try to make the 6 and roll the cue ball up underneath the 2. I want to play a 2-way here. If it goes off the rail, off the 7, that's
Yeah.
fine. Just like that. I want to roll it up under there. He's a little firm, but that's okay. Good shot.
But you got this cue ball going in a direction that you still have a 5 ball there for insurance, right?
Yep. The thing is, they got to take their time here and make sure they get on the 5 next. The 2 ball will not be available unless you hit it kind of firm.
Set your mind now. The leave is for the 5.
100%. This is a tricky spot here, but the cue ball wants to go towards the 5, so just go ahead and let it.
He's kind of rolling forward though. It looks like he's not trying to stun it under that 13.
And if he rolls in and out, he can shoot the 2 next, just like that.
Okay, that
But see, ran away from a little bit.
little bit, yeah. Bill's saying bar table 8 ball race to 11. Oof. Okay. Gosh. You know what, Bill? Handshake. Bet.
Bet. We got a bet.
5. Let's go 5 each for now.
Like it. 500, that's still a good bet. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I like 500.
500's
It's
good.
a good amount to play for.
Yeah.
Keeps you really, really honest, but it doesn't.
Yeah. So you're
No one goes hungry if you
Yeah,
lose.
you're not missing a mortgage payment for it.
Yeah,
right?
I've lost 1,000 before where I was like, shouldn't have bet that much.
That one stung a little. Yeah. Chris
All
going
right.
for a back cut here.
You just need one good shot here. Just roll this ball in. Don't get too spicy with it. It blocks the pocket. If you roll it, that's the wrong speed.
Yeah, that speed can take off your accuracy.
Yeah, he was afraid to hit it that softly and leave him long on the 2, but that was the right shot because you blocked the pocket.
Well,
if you
it goes
missed.
back to the thing you brought up around Scotch dynamics, right? Which is, I can't leave you long. Well, it's a
Exactly.
7-foot table, and you're playing with a capable player,
Yes.
right?
Yes. No, and this is very difficult. Scotch doubles with 2, disparate abilities.
Right. Well, yeah, and you've got a situation where sometimes people forget if it's a leave, you would leave yourself.
Go
then
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. This is actually a shot right here that I love. It's 2 tips below center, and shoot this 15 in the top right hand corner, but softly. And you can actually hold that cue
The
ball
11?
all
Yeah.
the way up into the 10-8, which is very, very safe because of where the 13 is. if you cut this
Sure,
ball,
sure. You got the 13 there as a just in case.
Total saver.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you roll this in plain ball like he's doing, well, the cue ball's going to run all over the place. Watch
You
this.
got- he went
never
for the-
mind.
He went for the contact.
He had a much better angle than I thought. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
You hear Dylan over there. He's having a good time now. I mean, shoot, you're at down 0-5. He's the 10 ball to get in a good spot.
I would like to see him make a match of it.
Yeah, and I think you got a 3 rail to the side pocket for the 13, yeah?
That's the only shot I see.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, I agree, man. Very much looking forward to playing with your brother.
You've got to hit this ball. Go, 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 go. Yeah, that
they can work
might
with that.
be- Yeah, that you can. You just put your foot in the door. Don't get cute with the shape. Make the 13.
Yeah, you've got an 8 ball that goes in 6 pockets. Just watch out for hitting the rail off the 2 and into the corner.
Yeah, as long as you don't overhit it, right? Just roll this ball in. That's a little firm, but he's going to be okay up in the middle of the table. Good shot.
You got a shooter like Trevor behind you with basically a cupcake for Trevor. And I'm not trying to jinx it. I've seen Trevor play.
Oddly enough, I'm not familiar with Trevor or Dylan.
You know, I just recently met Dylan, but I have actually met Trevor initially in a tournament. Like, all right, they're on the board, guys.
They're on the board.
They
Here
broke
we
the seal.
go.
And look,
a big round of applause.
their rail is here in full force. They've got a dozen people here.
The rail just said, "Don't call it a comeback. Let's
I
go."
like it. Dude, Adam just got here with his limousine. Let's make this a match.
I know. I thought I had 9 p.m. matches to call, man.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought,
we're in
okay,
second round.
I'll give this lesson, and I'll go in, and I'll take up the slack tonight.
We got Vegas things happening, so we've got just limited availability. So aside from this exhibition match you going, what are you playing nowadays, Adam? Are you signing up for tournaments here and there? Are you doing some league stuff? What are you doing to keep yourself, keep your knife sharp?
I actually am very structured with how I do my practice. I know what days I'm going to practice. I time it, and I know what skills I'm going to work on day for day.
Okay.
Because I do a lot of stuff, and if I want to keep my game sharp, I cannot afford to practice for hours. And I've learned that I don't really need to.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of depends on, like, if I'm going to go to the U.S. Open or something, then obviously I'll amp my time up a little bit. But I've learned that around the 2.5, 3 hour mark, I start to get diminishing returns on my practice.
So within that 2 to 3 hours, you're in the sweet spot. You go beyond that, you're not getting much, like, your returns, as you said, good ROI on that time.
Exactly, and I'm all about the ROI from my practice, if I'm being honest. I want it to be max.
Well, people normally think that stamina is all about just the physical part, but you're sitting there focusing on every single shot. Pretty soon your brain's saying, the tank's empty, right?
Yes, well, exactly. And especially, I like to practice by myself. And so, it kind of depends. Occasionally, when you're out of stroke, I mean, obviously just playing some games alone to just lube the tracks up, right? Just kind of, how good am I really playing? But I think that because it's kind of fun to do that, you'll get sucked into playing for much longer than you need to.
Mark. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. Please go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I would love to hear you continue your thoughts.
I coach a lot of people. Well, I coach all the time, but I'm always coaching my guys to practice less, actually. I want more days, less time.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you practice 7 days a week for an hour than 2 days a week for
with a really
8
focused, dedicated practice session than just slapping balls for 3 hours at a time.
Yep, 100%.
Mark, so Piazza's team. So we've got Tony, Palm, Chisholm. Who else we got? We got James and Larry Romero. They are in the final stage. So now they're at single elimination. You're one and done starting tomorrow. I believe if you guys are friends with Chisholm on Facebook, he's been the one streaming. But they are in the final stages, single elimination, looking for a three-peat. And right now they're seeded second. So hopefully they get some good matchups. But if you've been watching Chisholm streams, they've been just looking tight.
Yeah, they've been mowing through people.
Yeah, they just, yeah. All right, back to table 2. Trevor at the table. Tyler Depew. To 12 minutes. You read my book, Tyler Depew?
His sex book.
This guy.
Yeah, but no, I love coaching the game, and a lot. Like I have one of my students just won the A division in Cheyenne.
Nice.
I got a guy that got second at the APA World Championships. One of my kids, Ty, he just won the 10 ball CSI in Vegas. I coach a lot of guys to really bring them up a level.
You heard it here, folks. You practice and get coached by Adam. You're getting a trophy on your mantle.
That's my goal. When I coach people, I don't coach them for the money. I coach them to see them win later.
Yeah. And it's beyond just pool, right?
Of course.
You're teaching them the mental side of things, the strategic side
You
of
have
things.
to know when to push someone. You have to know when to ease off. Lifestyle coaching is real big for a lot of the guys because a lot of the better players have a really poor lifestyle and they lack discipline. And so sometimes all you need is to set a timetable for a guy, really put him in a position to make some gains because he otherwise has the talent, right? So
love this. I
Yeah.
love nerding out. I think,
yeah.
you're talking about not only the players, but, folks who are watching the stream. Let's just admit it. We're obsessed with this game, right? And there's so many angles to it, so many factors to it.
Learning how to play and learning how to win are very different skill sets.
Great point.
Many people make the error of thinking that if they play good enough, they'll certainly win later. And that's just not the case.
Bill, what a great example. Shane is known for his practice, his religious just approach to practicing, his diligent approach to practicing.
Yeah, Shane is a psychopath. I would actually, so me and Shane are the same age. I've been playing Shane since I was like 16 years old.
No kidding.
Yeah. I would argue very much that most players on Earth would not benefit from Shane's practice routine.
It's unique to him.
Yes, maybe part of him being deaf, part of him just being the person that he is. He doesn't mind practicing for 6 hours and then he'll go play a match.
Yep.
He's a total nut about it.
He'll go win or lose a match. He'll have a trophy and still go be practicing.
Yes, but most players on Earth would not benefit from that. I do not think so.
Yeah, he's a freak. Meanwhile, table 2, good attempt by Dylan here, trying to cut that 7 ball on the side. They've actually both teams are pocketing each other's balls. We might even see the same thing here. Actually, no,
Yeah, Stripes has a tremendous advantage here because of where the 15 is. Underneath that 9 ball, that gives them a lot of options.
for the breakout opportunities.
Yes, for the breakouts. Oh, that's pretty dang good right there. On the rail, there's nothing to do with the 7 ball.
Love it. Good shot, Chris Mary.
Yeah, this is a very good shot. What do you do if you're solids here?
Seriously, you're sitting here looking at the scoreboard. You just got a rack on the board. You don't want to give it away, right? We're done with that. You don't want to kill your soldier with the 7 ball.
There's a shot here. I just want to clip the 7 ball ever so gently to the rail and leave the cue ball up here in no man's land.
Kind of in the kitchen center table.
Well, you leave them the 10, but now this ball doesn't go in the upper or lower pocket.
Yeah, okay.
That's the shot I played. Yeah, he's going to break open the 6-9 here.
Oh, he went for the cam shot.
Leaving the cue ball up. I tell you what, that's a great shot.
Wow.
That's a great shot. Look at him reverse the
What
table
a good
there.
look. What a good look by Trevor.
Yeah, that is very, very well done.
Yeah.
Man, totally reversing it. I love it when guys are able to do that.
Yeah.
Reverse a bad position immediately.
This kind of situation kind of shows you that he's been there, done that. He's got some tools in his toolbox.
You might have to cut the 11 down the rail past the 6 here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a cross-side bank available. Just barely, though. It just barely lies correctly.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something. With speed. You're gonna have to also, manipulate the cue ball with some horizontal English to make that happen. You might even have to look at using the 7 or 9, or the 7 rather.
Yeah.
But that's even cutting that bank angle even closer.
Yeah, no, this is a tricky spot. This shot right here will decide the rack most likely.
Are you looking at maybe carrying off the 15 and hitting that 6 in?
Now that's a shot that I do like. The only thing is, it's definitely an all or nothing shot. You either make the 6 or you
hang the 6,
or you lose the game.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. So
he's
he's going for the 14. It looks like, but no, they're just still scoping it out. So you can't see it on camera, but Dan and Chris are still in the middle of their timeout. And just as an FYI, at the beginning of the match, both teams just kind of said, "Hey, are we using the hourglass or no?" They both kind of agreed that we're not. No team is really taking advantage of that. No team's out there taking a 5-minute timeout. And now we've got Dan back at the table. They've talked it out, and it looks like they are looking at a real first 14 ball.
I don't really know why you would shoot that.
I think the mentality is hit the 2 in, and the cue ball is behind the 8, I guess, maybe. Changing his mind. We're going for cut down the rail. I think that's exactly what Dan's going for. Big shot, Dan Price.
I like this though. This is the right shot.
Yeah, you would call that
Yep.
one of your first looks.
Yep. Well, you've got a big pocket. You
Oh, look at
that's
this shot.
Beautiful. That's beautifully
He
struck.
knew it was a bigger pocket with that 6 there.
Did the 6 get out far enough to shoot the 50? Oh, look at the cue ball. It rolled just too much, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, man. I hate a guy when he doesn't. I mean, I hate to not see a guy get rewarded when he makes a great shot.
Yeah, but I
look at
think
the
that-
15.
That 10 ball's still there. If that 15's weird, we can use that 10 ball now, right?
If he
To dislodge, and you've got that 9 balls insurance.
If he can, he has to. But it stinks because he made a very good shot, but stripes are way behind here.
Are you using that 10 ball to get and disrupt that 15 right now?
100%.
Yeah. And you've got that 9 ball there just in case?
Yeah, you have to shoot the 10, break out the 15, and you have the 9 as insurance, but obviously the 14 ball is going to be the name of the game here, so you'd really love to get a shot on the 15 after this, so
Right.
you could get an angle on the 9 to move that 14.
And by angle on the 9, you want kind of closer to us on the screen here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Farther down table. A bit of draw here. Don't be slack on it. I would put a little more speed into this.
Yeah,
than less.
don't let up.
Don't let up.
Don't let it start rolling forward on you.
No, this is one where you really have to follow through here. Don't back down on the follow through. Oh, that's a bad shot.
Oh.
That's no good there. He's going to play the 15 off this rail, off the 6. I think he meant to play it that way. I do not think that shot is on from here. The 6 is just a touch close to the rail.
I mean, if you're just going to go ahead and go off that, you're going to 15 off the 6. Are you trying to get short side 14 at this point?
Yeah, I would.
Hey, what's up, Ismail? How you been, brother? Yeah, we were just talking about that 15 off the 6. I mean, yeah, right, short side on the 14 because
We're saying that the 14 goes by the 7, which I think it does.
yeah, that is the assumption. You're right.
I think it does.
But at the same time, to your earlier point, if you get on the correct side of the 9 ball,
Sure.
Yeah,
But right now I think you've backed yourself up against a wall here.
Yeah.
You've got to go 15 off the rail, off the 6, and draw below the 14 and get out. Which lays. It lays. I'll bet anybody right now 20 that he rattles the 15 instead of making it though. Oh, he played it safe. He tried to just block the pocket.
let's see how that ended up.
Not
I
bad.
mean, now with the 6 can go off the 15.
I don't think you have enough room underneath it, my friend. You need more than a ball width. See?
Yeah. I think I have $1 bet on it, though.
You're going to rattle it. I'll bet you $1.
We're keeping it spicy. We can't have all the spice just in chat.
Yeah, exactly. We got to keep it in the booth too. The sound booth at PIAZZA'S right now is absolutely amazing. By the way, best in the city by far.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is... Okay, so...
Yeah, he's going to try to go up table here probably. No, keep him below. You know what? Not a bad shot.
No, yeah, he knew the double hit was coming.
The only thing about this though is you're supposed to lose the game from here. It's not the worst shot ever, but you're supposed to lose the game. If the 14 goes, it's a bad shot.
Because you've got 9 and 15 hanging.
Yep.
All right, Chris Mary with a small window to take this 14 down the rail and basically have the rest of the rack open. Oh, excuse me. Let me focus on table 2 here.
Put all your eggs in this. You can afford to roll this ball in.
Oh, great try.
Very
A
firm.
lot of sting on that.
Yeah, he drew it. Really, if he would have made that ball, he wouldn't have had shape, it doesn't appear.
Right.
So, good thing he missed it, and he left solids in it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Iz. You're the man, dude.
Yeah, thanks, Ismail, man. We appreciate that. Tough spot here.
Yeah.
Tough spot.
You're just trying to maybe call. You're going to call the pocket off the 15. If you take the pocket, you're okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, I owe
Look
you
at
a dollar.
that.
I owe you a dollar.
I love it.
It was closer than I thought. He made it look easy.
The juiciest dollar I've ever made.
Oh, man, that's that Adam King dollar. Those come hard, bud. Those come hard. Then I don't.
This is
geez.
what that Adam King dollar sounds like. Just
man.
FYI.
All right.
You
All
crack-
right.
you
Let's
crack
go.
me up, dude.
Let's go.
You crack me up.
Yep.
Well, I don't like this because now I'm on your books.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
no,
I don't like this.
I'll do nothing but think about how to get
That's
that dollar back. I'm worse than Donnie Mills.
Yeah. I got Bill hunting after me. I don't need no Adam King hunting after me. You kidding me? Jeez Louise, what has happened?
Okay, taking on a tough shot here.
Yeah.
No, he's playing safe. I thought so. He might be playing safe.
Well-
Not a good shot there, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we've got sights on basically every ball.
Yep. Just roll the 15 in here, and it's over. You could definitely roll the 14 in as well. That's probably a better shot,
Yeah,
actually.
14, 15, 9.
Yeah, I thought the 7 might be in the way, but it's not. This angle, I'm not going to lie, I don't love this angle.
Well, we're still trying to tweak things. Shot by Dan.
Yep, great shot.
Dan and Chris looking to stretch the lead to 6-1.
You'd like to follow this ball in, come off the rail for the 9. You don't have to, though.
You know, when we look at,
You can stop the ball if you want.
sure, pinch it back, extend across just a smidge, but now you're asking for the cue ball to travel on the 9, which is fine.
Fine, yeah, but when you're under pressure...
Oh, look at this.
He actually shot it low, I think. But still, that's perfect. Look at this. Look at this. Good shot. That
Good
came
shot,
out.
Chris Mary. You know what? We'll give him some fire.
Ooh,
We'll give him some
love
fire.
it. Fire, yeah.
Whoa, I like that,
That's nice. That's good.
You offer me good business advice. I'm going to follow up on it. So, I'll give a.
All right, so let's take a look at this angle. Is there an angle? Okay, so it looks
Yeah.
like he needs to just draw straight back here.
Yeah, the key with these jacked up shots is remember to follow through, even though you're angled down.
Don't turn it into a stop shot. Oh, he went forward.
He
Oh,
had enough room on the rail. Never
great
mind.
shot by Dan. Leaves his partner Chris straight in for the 8 to make it a 6-1 game.
Fantastic. Man,
Wow.
These guys are playing good.
Yeah, they sure are.
Dan and Chris are playing good.
Making good decisions, executing when they need to. Dylan's still out there having a good time.
Yeah, it's all smiles when you're up 5 or 6-1, isn't it?
Well, no, Dylan's on the other end of that, and he's still having a good time.
Sorry. Okay,
yeah, that's
good.
what I was calling out. Yeah, Dylan, I've played Dylan a few times. Run across him during league. Good dude, hell of a shot. So I mentioned before, ran across Trevor a few times on the scoreboard. Not good for me. Then I ran, cross paths with him again over at Parker Billiards. They've got a pretty mean 9-ball diamond out there, guys. If you want to play on a 4 1/4, head over to Parker Billiards.
Isn't that Kevin Seal's new place?
Yes, sir. That's his son, Trevor.
Gotcha.
What's up, Chris? How you been, Doug?
When I
We're
saw
talking about Kevin Seal's son Trevor over here?
Yeah. When I saw the Seal name, I thought it might have been his son.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah, the other match is over. Charlie and Dennis took it 8-5 against Travis Thorson and Bo Solano.
Oh, that's a wonderful break there. Really struck those well. The balls came out pretty well for him.
what an opportunity to put your foot on the neck, right? Like this is
Big time. I love how the 10 leads to the 15, the 9, 10, 15. You can keep the cue ball real tight right there if you want.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's going to go
He's going
solids.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
No. As long as the 4 goes off the 10 very comfortably.
Yeah,
And
or the
4
top left corner.
Yeah, the 4 goes also in the top left corner, so they're in trouble here. They're in big trouble here.
Trevor and Dylan, you're talking about.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Trevor and Dylan. It's funny, since I don't know them very well, I keep not saying their names. Yeah, Trevor and Dylan are in big trouble. I think we're looking at a run out here.
Yeah, the scoreboard will update in a second, but it is 6-1. Yeah, Ryan, the Travis and Bo versus Charlie and Dennis match, multiple ties, multiple lead changes, and then Charlie and Dennis just stretched the lead right at the end and won at 8-5.
We have a cue ball mistake here, though.
Ooh.
He tried to draw it, and he stunned it a little bit. And now
You've got the 5-ball option, right? But now is that one in the way of the 4, Adam? Yeah.
yes, I think so. I mean, maybe God, it's tight. I wouldn't want to shoot it.
Oh, yeah, good call on that. Kevin will provide inadvertent clinics.
Kevin Seal. Yeah, he should shoot the 5 here. The thing is, though, you have the 5, but position is not super easy. You should come back and forth and shoot the 2 to the bottom left, but you got to commit to this ball.
You mean the 4?
A touch of right-hand spin.
The bottom right, you mean? For
Yep,
the 2?
there you go. See, he didn't put any right-hand spin on it, though. So the ball did not hold high above the 2.
I think there's an option to go off the 10 into the side.
There
Yep.
is.
Oops, sorry, wrong button.
Yep, that
wrong
was
button.
not a fire shot.
Wrong button, but maybe a 2 off the 10 ball.
I think that's the shot, yeah. If the 4 looks like it goes in the bottom left, so you could also just roll the 2.
So it does go by that 2, the 1 ball, excuse me.
Oh, wow, I don't know. From that angle, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
But it looks maybe.
That's why we got the multicam here, Adam.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. It's got him thinking.
Actually, I didn't see what he called.
I didn't either, but he's aiming up to make the 2 in the side.
Yeah, and I think you can use that 10.
I do think he has that.
Oh, look at that shot.
He does. Where's the 1 ball?
Dan Price. Oh, look at that.
And the 1 ball's beautiful.
Let's
well
give him some.
done.
Let's give him some.
Well done. That was a great shot.
Joel, if you're still watching, if it's not past your bedtime, Uncle Dan just drilled a good shot. So are you going? So are you going 2 rails to get to this far? Like we don't want to get too cute. Are you just going up, up and back and putting some inside in it?
Yeah, just maybe 1 tip of right-hand spin,
Yeah,
and I just follow through gently.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because now you've got to follow on the 4 for the for the 8 ball.
Risk management is everything,
Right.
Especially on the bar table.
Yeah. The angles start shortening up.
Yep.
Margin of error. Just,
There's
yep. I see him going right English. He's trying to use that inside to
Yep.
kill that cue ball, kill the angle off.
Follow through, nice and gentle. Just keep driving the cue forward here. That's the key.
Oh, that speed though. No, this will work.
Oh, he's fine.
This
Good
is
shot.
fine. Nice shot, Chris.
Good shot.
Good shot, Chris. Uses that inside English. Great shot. Even if there is contact on the 15, I don't see anything wacky happening here.
Yeah, the key on this shot's not to overdo it, right?
Yeah.
Just roll this ball in, you'll be fine.
Just really focus on the pocket. Oh, overcuts it.
Oh, he got a little nervous with the cue ball there.
Okay, so Trevor and Dylan, there is this. The window's open. Joel's still up and watching. What's up, Joel?
Let's go, Joel.
Yay, Friday fight nights. That's a treat.
Yeah, you are not supposed to lose this game if you're Stripes. You have every advantage in the world. However,
Even with that 15
well,
situation?
what I'm saying is you have to be patient.
Because you can leverage the 15.
You can leverage the
forward.
15 forward,
Right,
yeah.
100%. All right, Joel. I'm sorry, Amber, in advance. I'm going to just drop the bomb. I think if you're already up this late, Joel, I think we need some ice cream.
Hey. And see here, I would immediately
Joel's wingman.
I would immediately play safe.
Great call. Yeah, 100%. You can use the 10, roll up, again, hug the rail.
Exactly. Yeah, just when your opponent only has one ball left on the table and 8 ball.
Such a disadvantage, right?
Well,
like to be
humongous.
the team with one ball.
Well,
on the
see,
table.
they're going to shoot here. This is absolutely the wrong shot. Oh, well, okay, he got away with a little bit there, I think. But no, torture them.
Mm-hmm.
Torture them. Don't be afraid to torture them.
Let them maybe address the 15 inadvertently,
Well,
right?
they are going to do that. All
Right.
you have to do is bide your time. Now you left them maybe an offensive
Yeah,
shot.
it looks like a rail first shot is what Chris is calculating right now.
I'm not sure it lays, but you'll at least get the 4-ball close.
Yeah, I see that 2 ball hitting that first diamond on the left side rail from this view.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look from this angle.
Gentle. You need to hit this ball really smooth.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
Oh my!
That was the issue, though.
That is the issue. But what a pocket by Chris!
No, and he's upset. That's okay. You're up.
Yeah,
6-1. Don't be too
yeah. It
upset.
was a good shot. I mean, he's still smiling too. He's still smirking, rather.
Yep. And now your boy's in a pickle.
All right, Joel agrees with ice cream. See, me and Joel, we get each other. This is why I'm Joel's wingman. I got you, Joel. This is why, hey Amber, I'm getting Joel a drum set for Christmas too. All right, so are we going some 2 rail, 3 rail? What are we trying to do just to make contact? You look at that 14 ball the way it is.
Yeah, you're in such a tough spot here.
You might have a back and forth, but you know
I
that's such
actually might go 1, 2, 3, 4 if I can. If the angle lies, to try to kick the 8 in the side 4 rails. That's probably what I would shoot there, but real tight. I'd like to be at the table.
Yeah, sorry, we don't have the little teleprompter thing up, but it looks like he's just going to go straight at it.
Yeah, which is probably a better shot.
If you can see it,
And
sure.
the only reason that I would try to go 4 rails in the side is because I'm so certain that's a good hit.
Oh wow, he actually had to put a little bit of left on that.
That's an amazing shot.
Wow.
That might win the game.
We're gonna
Holy
give him some
cow,
fire.
That was a great shot.
Because look at that leave as well.
That was amazing. Got a little bit of a roll there, but well deserved. But no, what I was getting at, the 4-rail shot in the side, I know you guys think maybe sounds crazy aggressive, but you're going to lose this game 99% of the time.
So you're going for it.
You've got to go for it, because if you have a 1% chance to win, give yourself a 1% chance to win. Don't go out playing safe.
Oh, he nicked the 14.
And look at this. They're going to win the game off of that. They are going to win the game off
I wonder
of
if
that.
Dylan thought he could hit that 14 and clean, and then
Yeah,
or whatever that ball
That's
hanging
amazing.
there is.
that's amazing. Well
And
done.
meanwhile, we are on the hill for Dan and Chris.
Dan and Chris, what an amazing kick shot they made there to roll that 8 up close. I mean, wow,
Yeah,
what a
and
shot.
just make things complicated.
Absolutely. What an amazing shot.
Oh, no drum set. Joel loves Top. Hey, Joel, dude, me and Joel are soulmates. Top Gun is my jam. I love Top Gun. Hey, has he watched the Maverick one yet?
Yeah,
Because that's a masterpiece.
I thought Maverick was better than Top Gun.
Dude, I love the way they
genuinely.
I agree. I think the way they kind of went back and harked into the previous movie, some similar kind of plot line parallels.
Exactly. Yeah.
You and I could also do Siskel and Ebert type level stuff. I think.
we could definitely do that. Yeah, why not? We can start a whole new career right now, Eugene. Let's go.
I love it.
Let's go.
I love it. All right, on the hill for the match, resounding from a scoreboard perspective. I think there was some great play by both teams, but the score obvious is what the score is. And here we are, looking to make this an 8-1, move to the third round. Dan Price to break.
Dan kind of breaking from an unorthodox spot here.
Very unorthodox. This is
Really long bridge.
almost a 10 ball in the box break.
Yeah, even outside. Well, hit him well.
He hit him
made a
very
ball
well.
immediately. That 7's going to shape up for him.
Gracias.
And, thank you.
Shout out to
And-
PIAZZA'S staff.
Yeah, well done.
Mandy,
Hi,
you're
guys.
awesome.
Oh, 2 at a time in over here. I like it. Yeah.
Flow.
Oh.
And Solids looks really good here, except for that 5. But you have the 6 and the 4 ball nearby to get some help.
Yep.
God, you have to like this if you're Dan and Chris, though.
Absolutely.
But
The potential's there.
and you guys out there, from the very first shot in this rack, you should be thinking about how to get on the 5 ball.
100%.
From the very first shot. If you
100%.
don't do it from the first shot, you are wasting your time.
And even if you're sitting there as Trevor and Dylan on the chairs, you're looking at their 5 ball as well.
100%.
Right. All right, Amber, just hit me up with the invite. I'm down. Any more Top Gun sessions, I'm in.
Me and my friends, one of my friends has a big home theater, and we watched Maverick down there and got hammered, man. It was a
Got
great
your
time.
subwoofer going.
Oh, dude, bro, you could feel it shaking
I
in
love
there.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like to have friends with money.
There you
the
go.
way.
Yeah. It's like boats. It's like, I don't need a boat. I need a friend with a boat.
That's way better than owning one.
100%.
Owning a boat sucks. They're expensive.
All right. We've got a little bit of a back cut, but we've got options here.
I might shoot the 4 and try to use a lot of right-hand spin and run into the 5 right here.
Addressing the problem now, because you've got that window
You've
to the
got
4.
to get the 5 out of the way. If you make your balls here and don't move that 5 in the
Sure.
next couple shots,
Sure.
you deserve to lose the game, bud. Man, tricky spot here, though, because you don't love this angle on the 2. He thinks the 5 goes
Oh,
by
maybe.
the
Yeah.
9.
Let's take a look
If
here.
the 5 goes by the... Oh, it might, but that
Maybe
is
half a pocket.
tight. That is tight. If he makes this, that's a hell of a shot.
Oh, good try.
No, sir.
That would have been potentially game over. Great try. But you know what I do appreciate was he was addressing the problem.
100%.
You were saying, hey, let's use the 2 to address that. But he didn't recognize, let's stop killing soldiers here or going for some weird back cuts.
Yep.
Trevor's looking to just cut this.
A lot of low left here. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. All right. Stop cue ball. Stop cue ball. Oh, rough.
I wonder if he was going for something to deal with that cluster there, that 13, 12.
I think that's what he was trying.
Yeah, good attempt. Good idea. If you're going to try to address it now, if you're Dylan, just watch out for that scratch. How much?
Okay.
Oh.
That... Yeah. Yeah.
Not the worst leave, right?
Not the worst sleeve, but not the best. You do make... Anytime you can make your opponent go up table, then straight back down table again, you have a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah. So we're looking at this cut on the 6. And to your point, this cue ball is going to be moving.
Well, the thing
But you got
here
a
is...
lot of real estate you can land at, which is fine,
You
right?
do, but you have to play one good positional shot here, though.
Mm-hmm.
Got to play one good
Sure,
positional shot
sure.
right now.
To pattern out to the 5.
Yes, because
Or to address the 5 in some way, shape, or
yeah,
form.
you could cut the 5 in, of course, for sure, from a lot of places. And this is going to come out great. Slow down. That's fantastic. Yeah.
You got good angles on the 2 and the 1.
Well, I mean,
Do you use this opportunity now to deal with the 5, or to use
No,
a 2 or 1 to get to the 5?
I would shoot the 2 right now. I would shoot the 2.
To back to center table?
Yeah,
or you...
yeah. I want to leave it. I would see how far on the right-hand side of the table that I could leave it and,
Open up the 5.
still have the shot.
Yes, sir.
And then roll it in softly for the 1 ball.
Love that.
To be fair, that takes a bit of stroke on the 2, though. You got to be able to kill that ball over here.
Yeah.
Now, shooting the 5 right now and going up and down table because you have balls on either side, that's not a bad idea.
Right.
Not a bad idea at all.
We got the matching jerseys on the camera. We got Mary Price talking things out.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like they said let's go and address this 5 now. I like what you were saying though. It goes back to the margin of error thing, right?
The better player you become, the more you learn how to decrease the margins of error.
Yeah.
Everything a little more efficient. Oh, there you go.
Great. The speed was great. Back to the point you're saying, that you would have been fine on the 2-1.
He took the harder shot.
But and Not the worst outcome.
He didn't. No. It actually, if you're going to miss it, that was fantastic.
Yeah, you got the 5 hugging that pocket.
Stripes is in a really tough spot here because they have 2 semi-clusters on the table. You got to go for the 13 right now.
Which
it.
Trevor does. And I know Trevor's an extremely strong player. He felt like he had the responsibility on his shoulders to deal with that.
He did.
Yeah, and he went for it.
This is not the easiest positional shot, though.
Yeah, are you cutting this 15 in?
I'm using about 1 tip of right-hand spin and shooting the 5 ball very thin.
They're on stripes.
Oh,
Yeah, so are you cutting this 15 in at this point?
Don't listen to me. Oh boy, yes.
I thought you were about to go 4D chess.
No. 4D chess. Yeah. Sorry, you don't even know what level I'm thinking on, man. Yeah, I'm just out here doing it. Yeah, no, I just had the wrong ball set.
It's all good.
Yep.
So he's going for that cut.
Yeah, because you can break.
Oh, he went for the combo.
Oh, he went for the combination. Yeah. Oh, look, is this ball gonna? Oh, look at this.
Look at this lead.
Look at this.
5 balls there, but we got.
This is tough.
This is the longest point of a 7-foot table, and you've got a 5 ball deep in the pocket, hugged to one side.
Even for professionals, this is a difficult positional shot.
100%.
Oh, he's not even going to attempt it. He says, I have the bottom left-hand pocket blocked up. I'm going to get my 2 to safety.
Oh, but hits it a little too soft.
It still may be a good shot.
Yeah, the idea was good,
The
right?
idea was perfect.
Good idea by Dan. Just missed hitting a rail, so it is ball in hand, and we've got Trevor at the table.
Trevor absolutely must break out the 13-12 with his very first shot here.
Yeah. And I use the 10 ball on the side to get there, or
I'm going to use the 15 and probably draw into these because the 15 is much more
15 in
difficult.
the top right corner, and then draw into
the 12, the 13
on the
12.
top on this angle. You're hitting the top side of that 12-13.
Yeah, I want to push them both up table.
Yeah, you want to get that 13 in front of the side pocket.
Yep. And the 10 ball, if your cue ball gets a little squirrely,
You've got that option.
you've got that option.
Sure. Good call.
Now, it's not the worst idea in the world to shoot the 10 in the side and roll into these, but I still don't love it.
Because you don't have as many insurance outs,
You
right?
don't have many insurance outs. If your first shot doesn't go well, you're still going to lose, even though you have ball in hand.
I think you might see Trevor. I don't know if he called safe or he called the pocket.
I think he's going to try to go through. Okay, that's fine, but absolutely the wrong shot. Absolutely.
Oh, he called it. Okay, so that's what he called.
See, but you're still stuck, boys. I don't know what their thinking was there.
You've got an extremely non-wired combo shot, and then you've got this 10 ball that does you no favors if you pocket it in the side.
Yeah, I mean, you could roll the 10 in and then bank the 12. I mean, that's probably the best shot from here. I want to do less with the cue ball if I can. Because if you're doing less with the cue ball, you can focus on pocketing the balls.
I like what Dylan's looking at,
Yep,
right?
play safe here. Not this is the other better option. That's not bad.
Let me see. Yeah, not bad.
You know what, Trevor? Good shot there.
We might see a hit watch request here for that 2-8 situation. Getting the camera phone ready just in case. Let's see what the call is here.
I love that shot, though. That was a very, very good shot because even if he makes the 2 ball, there's no guarantees on the 1 at all.
Agreed. And the ideal was you're also hooked behind that 13.
Sure, but you put your balls into free space.
Yep, and they are going to call a hit watch on him.
Go ahead. You need to shoot this ball pretty firm to get over for the 1 again. If he rolls this in, yeah, he rolled it. And yeah, he would have got there on the 1. Nice shot. Nice try. Man, if the 2 blocked the 8, that is a terrible roll for Trevor and Dylan. And I think it did. I think the 2 ball blocked the 8, didn't it, Eugene?
Yeah.
That is a terrible roll.
Yeah.
That is a terrible, terrible roll. Oh.
And then, almost breaks out.
And then Dylan, look at the cue ball, though. Could have been way worse.
100%. This is not
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you might have another life here.
Yep, you might have accidentally backdoored one.
I mean, I think if you're up 7-1, and I hate to take this attitude, but you're going ahead and you're banging this 2-ball, right? And you're basically drawing back for the one in the bottom left corner and just hoping it doesn't scratch. Or, I mean, what is your play here? I mean, are you going King Kong 2-ball bank, or are you going to continue the strategic play?
Oh,
If you're
man.
solid. I think
This
I
is
see
a tough shot. I think you bank it. I think you banked it
Yeah.
too. I mean,
Are you drawing back, or are you just stopping it for another bank shot?
I'm probably going to stop it for another bank shot.
Another hit watch being called.
All right, Eugene's going to go out there and do the refereeing. This is actually tricky. I'm not certain that I love the bank shot here in particular. He's going to try to cut this ball in. I do not like this much at all. I mean, if the cue ball is going to run off the 8 here and, yeah, go right down table, I didn't think they had much chance for the cue ball to go to a good spot there. That is why Eugene and I were talking about the bank, because the cue ball would be safe to bank the 1. Now, Solids, who had a dominant position earlier, are in trouble, big trouble. It looks like they are calling good hit. All right, they are reviewing the hit right now on the phone. They're putting it in slow motion. I thought the hit looked good. And they're saying good hit. So good hit is fine, but they're still in big trouble here. Dan and Chris, that is, in big trouble. I mean, up 7-1, they're not in that big of a trouble. But to win this game, they're going to have to get very lucky from here. He's going to try to kick this ball in the bottom right-hand corner. That's the move here. He calls it.
Are you measuring up here, Adam? Is your approach to do your kind of your measuring sticks and you're doing spaces, or are you going by feel?
I think
at your level right now, what are you doing?
What he's doing right there is just shy of a waste of time. Not a waste of time. It's helpful, but it's not as helpful as you think. Here's why. Because as soon as he goes back to address the cue ball again, that angle that he just looked at, see, he's walking back because as soon as he got over there, it doesn't make any sense to him.
Yeah, you're on.
See,
Yeah.
this time it makes sense. But as soon as he gets back to address the cue ball again, the angle's going to look completely wrong to him. You have to address it from back there where he's at right now. That's the line you're shooting on.
Mm-hmm.
You can adjust it from the rail all day long. And it's still helpful to look over there, don't get me wrong.
No, sure,
But
sure.
at address,
Oh my!
kicks it directly.
Oh my
Fire,
gosh.
hit the fire.
Oh my gosh!
Well done. Look at that. You know
Chris,
what?
Mary.
Ignore everything I said about looking at the rail. That's
Holy
obviously the way
moly.
you should be doing that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I say it all the time.
Back cut 8 for the win.
Very,
the
very
match.
good.
Moving on to the third round. Dan Price at the table. What a kick shot by Chris!
Epic.
Holy moly!
Can he hold it together for the match win? This is not an easy shot.
Absolutely not.
The
no.
scratch is just about on.
I mean, look at that angle. You're talking about the top right corner.
Yep, the scratch is on. Well, I mean, look, it could be. It's probably not, honestly, but I mean, if it hits it just a little fat, the scratch could be on the bottom left corner. Just a little. It's not really. Tangent line's hitting somewhere nicely over by the first diamond, I think.
Yeah. All right. For the win, for the match, to move on to the third round, Dan Price. We're done here.
Boom.
We're done here. Match. What
Well
a match.
done.
What a kick shot by Chris Mary.
Wow.
Joel, yeah, Daddy's, he's shouting out Daddy. What a good back cut by Dan.
Wow, well
Again, I don't think the
done.
score really represents the quality of play, but at the end of the day, 8-1, Dan and Chris move on. Congratulations, Dan and Chris. Adam,
Well done.
Really
Yeah,
appreciate you
pleasure,
taking the
sir.
time.
Pleasure. Yeah.
I'll
good
continue
working
to
with
I'll
you.
continue to talk to your agent
Yeah.
to,
Thank you. Yeah. Get me booked.
to
yeah.
get you some more booth time.
Yep. Trying my best.
Always appreciate your insights. Thank you everyone
yeah,
who's
no.
been watching.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening in, and yeah, quite a few people out there. Thank you for watching. We'll be back. Come down to Piazza's and check it out next
Hold
time.
on, we've got a post match interview.
Yeah,
First
we
of
got
all,
a post-match
hey
interview,
Joel, what
fellas.
you think?
Good
What you
kick
think
shot.
about Daddy?
Well
Say
done.
what's up to Joel. Joel's
What's up,
watching.
buddy?
It's amazing kick shot.
I finagled some ice cream for Joel too.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. No, I was in the booth going, oh man, there's so much. He's got a scratch here and all this, and you kicked it straight in and got on it. That's
What
nice.
a kick shot. And then the back cut by your partner Dan. Great kick shot.
Yeah,
And
you guys-
first of all, overall, you guys shot well. Look at the
Yeah,
score.
you guys played equally well. That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're best friends, so we gel
That's
together
awesome.
pretty good.
That's not what Dan said.
He was like, best friends? I mean, I know the guy.
Holly throwing the fire. Amber throwing the fire. Let's throw some fire.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate
great
what you
shot.
guys do.
Hey, man, thank you very much. Yeah,
Good
have a
shoot.
good night. Yep, yeah,
Great
good shoot.
shoot.
And good luck in the next round.
Good luck in the next round. Yeah. Thank you all. Congrats to Dan and Chris. Great showing by Trevor and Dylan up to the second round. Great shots themselves. Thank you all for tuning in.
Do you have a
All right, thanks all again. Really appreciate you all joining in. We're going to go ahead and call this one. Let's go ahead and root for Tony's team out there in Vegas. Watch the streams. Look at Chisholm's live feed.